not true one. I'm here as white privilege.
The spookiest of us all.
Yes. It's gonna be kind of a fun and fast episode today, so I'm gonna hand off the recap to our good Knight of the Order over here, who can't seem to get his coif under his chin, but has to put it over.
It offers more protection if I do it this way. All right.
It's got a glass jaw. So.
Yo, this right here, like, yeah, somebody like hits you with a sword, like right here.
Barely.
You're done.
You're done.
You're done. All right.
Last week on the natural ones, it's level up time. The nat ones.
I don't know.
Makes it sound like a beer.
Nat ones, natty ones.
Yes.
Bruh.
The nat ones return to their magic mansion to begin their preparations for their destined battle with Kalenth. Liam used his tinkering skills to craft his newest invention, boots of teleportation he christened Deja Boots.
It just makes it that much worse.
Clickwhistle honed her skills of evasion in the training arena with the help of Stetlali, hurling radiant thunderbolts, and Nameless, hurling a bunch of apples. Philip joined.
I don't know why I gave him a list.
I know. I was like, just Peter Lorre on the list.
Philip joined them, sharpening his magical skills of warding. Shortly after, Nameless used the magical door to return to the forest, praying for guidance for those he has lost and those he has yet to find.
Alright, buddy, it's almost over.
That
Guided by the mysteriously vibrating diary of Dracarius, learned more of the secret society to which Terry the Flaming Skull once belonged. The group reunited in the kitchen with the 7 baby kobolds, where Stetlali introduced them to her super special desert holiday meal, spaghetti.
That's
After-
why the list. Just for that
That's
tale.
exactly. That's a joke. There's a joke.
After the pasta, the group struck out into Sestead.
Oh, that's a lot of.
Yeah, the bed.
All right, I'm gonna try.
Yeah, I know.
The group struck
You
out
tried
into Sestead,
really hard
where the
to-
citizenry were preparing for the famed Festival of Lights. The group first reported to Daphne, the beleaguered captain of the guard, to debrief about their findings in the marshes and the danger housed within the Tower of Blight. She suggested they talk to Horace, a prisoner who murdered his friends under some maleficent force during the guard's shift change. The clandestinely and, thanks to Stetlali's suggestion, successfully interviewed him. Oh, I read things bad.
Yeah.
They clandestinely and thanks to Stetlali's suggestion, successfully interviewed him. They learned the history of Kalenth and about their mysterious box. After narrowly escaping the returning guards, the group reported to Lorethka, sister of the dwarf they had been sent to the tower. It just keeps lisping back, man.
It just keeps lisping. It won't
We've
stop.
one
You're
twisted
almost there.
sister. Sister of the dwarf they had sent to the tower to rescue and promised to return her brother to her. Their final stop was a giddy trip to Nerryth, the sexiest drow in the world. And
Voted several years in a row at this point.
Yeah, several years.
and artificer extraordinaire.
Draw magazine.
As the rest of the group tripped over themselves to leave Liam and Nerryth to their devices.
That's fire.
Liam learned more about lodestones while sharing a strong drink, ardent glances, and past dramas with Nerryth.
Jesus.
When I look
That
at
was
those
the
ardent
first
glances, man, I'm gonna blush at
That trauma was the sexiest part.
Yeah.
Now that you're all caught up, welcome to the natural ones!
Thunder, lightning, what?
Thunder,
Ghost,
lightning,
ghost,
also very frightening me.
Galileo.
Galileo.
Hey,
Nobody
thanks.
over there picks it up.
Figaro.
Figaro?
There's
Oh, there it
there's
is.
like so many.
Thanks,
Figaro?
everybody.
Figaro?
Thanks, everybody.
Magnifico.
So,
No. No.
you said the rest of your session today is you can only speak in Bohemian Rhapsody quotes?
Can't get licensed if
Are
you
we
ain't
just putting
Mamma
it-
Mia,
are we
let me go.
Are we just putting me on blast?
No.
Put me way up there.
So,
Beelzebub is a devil put aside for me. Am I right?
so you're still within Nerryth's shop. The lot of you have. I wasn't sure if you guys were waiting. You guys said that you were going to go to the
I think that was our
bananas
excuse.
and
I
bonobos.
think it was our excuse, but we've
But-
been trying the entire time. Just look inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
At least
We've
she
been
was.
listening at the door.
You haven't
No, I'm trying-
actually actively left yet.
I'm trying to listen. Yeah, no, definitely not.
Yeah,
You
no,
guys
no,
can
no.
go ahead and roll me perception checks. Anybody who's wanting to press their ear up to the door and listen.
You're everything.
I'm gonna do an insight check to see if I can figure out what they're doing.
Sure.
What's going on?
Yeah.
It's a 12.
I with a roll like that, that's up to you. Like how hard do you think the situation is to figure
Well,
out?
he's like they're going to the.
I'm
bonobo-
saying you can do this internally. I'm
Yeah,
asking
yeah.
for the rules.
16.
21.
19.
Oh, we hear
It's up
that.
to you. Again, it's up to
We
you
hear
if you
everything.
understand.
Yeah.
But you have
With those rolls.
there's parts of it that are quieter, so it's a little bit harder to hear. But you guys heard about 80% of that conversation.
I think it's going well. Me too.
I usually talk about my drama on my first date too.
I know, right? That's how you know it's real love.
So Nerryth's shop shares a building with the bonobos?
No. We're going there later.
Well, then why do we go into
No,
Nerryth?
we can't go in there now.
I wish I had like a toy to give him. I don't know.
I don't know if it's a fidget spinner or something. You guys have that here? That's on the elemental
Can I go
plane
into
of
my-
air.
Yeah.
Can I go into my bag and see if a fidget spinner just magically
Can he
Roll me a d100.
The only man here who could create a fidget spinner
No,
isn't here.
Oh, seriously?
That's
Percentile.
true. The
Yeah,
only
person.
2 d10s, right? So a d10 and then the one with the
That's the percentile.
Man, I wish I had a deck of many things right now.
98?
You do indeed
Holy
have
fuck!
like a it's not really like a fidget spinner, but it's like
Is it one of those cubes that like have like the
I have one of
6
those.
different sizes? Because I own one
it's
of those.
more
They're
like
awesome.
it's like a miniature Rubik's cube.
Great.
It's like it's a brain teaser type thing that you've had for years in the monastery.
But it's only like 2x2.
Yeah, it is. It's only 2x2. It's just
Click,
meant to be
click,
like a it's just
So I'm gonna
meant-
pull it out and I'm
Something
gonna
you do while you're
Philip,
meditating,
just
probably.
why don't you just sit there, play with this? I
it's
just
an
happened
extra
to find
it's
it.
an extra like
We'll tell you when we're going.
there are 4 different colors.
You have to try to match the colors with each other.
Oh my
Watch
god,
him get it
please,
geniusly.
please let it be a 20, please. Holy butts! You might get this.
It's an intelligence check. If you're trying to figure it out.
It's a 16.
16.
Right now, I'm trying to figure out how I'm supposed to try to solve it. Like when she says match the colors.
There's a moment in your head where you think, well, okay, and you would just like try to like move the colors, but they're like painted on, so you're just like, and
They-
as you
They don't come off.
Yeah.
and as
have
you
to-
do it, so it like starts to twist, and then you can kind of tell that you are supposed to.
Did I break it?
No, you're supposed to do that. You're supposed to twist them until they match. They can go this
And
way.
then while they're
they can go
distracted, me
this
and Nerryth
way.
are making out.
There's just tongue all over the place.
It's everywhere. It's actually unfortunate.
But Nerryth,
desert tradition Rubik's Cube.
your guys' conversation has what I'd say is there anything
I can't believe I have a
specific,
Rubik's
anything
Cube.
else that you were
No,
trying to
I
ask?
think
Because at this point, I would say that like
We
yeah,
can
if you
just
didn't have anything
occurring.
other
Yeah.
other things to say, you and him kind of like finish the glasses, and he says he'll meet you by the spire.
cool.
By the like when the festivities actually start, which is about like a few hours, like three hours, I think.
Cool. Sounds good to me.
Mm-hmm. So as you leave, you kind of see give me a.
I might still be able to catch my group before they reach the pet shop. So
Can we hear that?
Yeah, I mean you guys are still paying attention, so yes.
Okay.
I expect you will find them fairly quickly.
entirely possible. I'll see you tonight. Okay.
Yes, you will. as you come out the door.
Oh, does this place share a building with the bonobo place?
That's what I thought!
What do you got there? What do you got there, Philip?
I don't know. It's a special desert toy.
I love that our excuse for anything that's not normally in this world is like, it's a special desert something.
If it
I'm
comes
really
from
good at coming up
Zet
with
Yeah.
I'm really coming up with some really fabulous things, y'all.
Oh man,
Spaghetti, Rubik's cubes.
the
cell phone.
man, I love desert Christmas. We just sit around eating spaghetti and playing with the Rubik's cubes.
Desert Christmas.
Maybe if
Make
you're,
Rubik's cubes,
Maybe
light
if
it all
you're-
on fire.
maybe if you're lucky, for
Sand
Christmas,
falling from the sky.
maybe if you're lucky, you'll get a D-box for Christmas. You get
Okay,
to
so
plug
what
it to your
are you guys?
TV.
So you guys are headed to the animal, bananas and bonobos.
I'm sorry,
now?
Desert Hanukkah.
I'd like to.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, that was insensitive.
I celebrate both. It's fine.
God, that's the. I'm jealous. All right.
Of Desert Hanukkah?
As
Two
a
Christmases, but one of the Christmases is like a week and a half long.
It's definitely not a Christmas.
It's not a. It's so sad.
It's a little
Hanukkah's
bit
not
also-
a fun time. They're not like.
Actually,
Is Hanukkah a fun time?
pretty
Yeah, fuck
fun.
you.
Yeah.
What? Wait,
Also,
wait.
like-
I'm sorry. Are you shitting on
Guys,
Jewish
I was-
holidays?
I was
The
trying to make you
patriarchy?
shut the fuck up.
It's like having a divorce, but both your parents are still there, so you get like presents twice.
Go convert.
Maybe I
I'm
would.
saying as someone who is not
I
Christian
convert,
that
so now my
celebrates
parents have to
Christmas.
celebrate Hanukkah whenever I go back. They're like, we got to do Hanukkah for him.
I mean, your dad wouldn't, but your mom might. Chris would be so upset.
It's not like a religious thing for her anyway.
No, but I
Yeah.
just think it would be funny. I want to know Chris's response to that.
well, she
You're
should watch
funny.
this episode and then.
True.
Take
Animal.
notes, Chris's mom.
They don't watch this.
So the animals. So we're walking to
You think they want to watch me make an ass out of myself for 3 hours straight every week?
They already had to live with that.
First 18 years, man. First 18 years.
So we're walking.
So
to the
you're
place.
going to bananas and bonobos. I'm trying to. Is that the plan?
You
Was
do
that
that.
Yeah.
actually the idea?
Oh yeah, it is.
Banana, bye,
That is the-
bye.
I need you to.
Bananas and
calm down.
bonobos.
I might not.
I lost my
Let me
cat.
look at equipment.
I have some money.
Oh,
I
I
hope
don't
I
know.
get a really diseased animal.
I have zero money.
I have like.
Me too.
I gotta steal something.
I have a few
Will you
coins.
steal my animal?
No, I won't
So,
steal your
I think I
animal.
still have-
the walkover
Oh,
is,
wait,
is
oh, wait.
I still have a lot of money
I
on
was
me
like,
actually, 'cause I never spent
The-
mine.
From you?
the walk over
No.
to find bananas and bonobos is very active. Like the city starts to seem like you're starting to see much more bustle towards the center of the city by the spire. There a lot more like people are by this point kind of done hanging their lights. They seem to be kind of actively heading towards the town center. This is as you can have kind of gathered through the walking and asking people what's going on and like where to find some stuff. It's a festival that starts in the evening and goes like all night. It's a late night affair that like people. That's why it's called the Luminescent Festival. Is that they basically light up the entire city in many different types of lanterns and oil lighting and some magical lighting as well. And it kind of
So it's basically Hanukkah.
sure.
That's,
Sestead
that's literally what you do. You
Okay.
light candles.
Except it's
I
way
guess
shorter.
you could call it a festival of lights.
Yeah, that's what they would call it. Yeah.
Green.
Keep going.
light.
Anyways, I'm just saying.
This episode
Um,
brought to you.
Yeah, I guess it's
By Adam
probably
Sandler.
Hanukkah. I thought it was going to be a Halloween episode, but no, guys, it's a Christmas special.
I mean,
Hanukkah. It's clearly
I know,
Hanukkah.
that's
it's
why I-
clearly Hanukkah. How's Adam Sandler like not done like? Oh, it's a bunch.
A whole animated movie about this.
How's he not done like a D&D but everybody's Jewish? How's he not done that by now?
Please don't put that in the world.
He's gonna watch this
Who,
episode.
Adam Sandler? Oh.
You guys get to. God damn it! I'm just trying to get you guys to this fucking
let's go to the festival.
bananas and
bananas and
bonobos.
bonobos.
Bananas and bonobos.
It's a open roofed building. It's got like multi-tier to it, but like everything that you can see, it seems like it just like kind of light. It lets in all of the natural sunlight and just it's open air. Like like this place seems to have some barriers to keep their animals in, but it's kind of it's towards the, again, it's in the southeast part of town, so it has a little bit more real estate to it's probably the size of about like 4 homes of Sestead. So it's a nice plot of land that like some of these animals like have to be able to like walk in.
Yo, these animals own land?
They don't own the land.
Oh.
They pay taxes.
Depends on who you ask.
Can you
They
really
pay-
own land?
Have you
I
ever
mean,
heard
yeah.
the wolf cry to the blue corn man?
Well, I failed.
What kind
Are
of
there
animals
snakes
do
anywhere?
they have?
I failed that check. So it's gonna be like,
You're like, what do they have? I'm like, are there snakes?
this isn't a building. It's just a bunch of walls.
Oh boy,
Wait.
that Rubik's cube really took it out of you, didn't it?
Oh God. I forgot I had this.
So it's a spattering kind of collection of animals. They don't seem to be very busy right now. They
The
also
animals?
the animals don't seem very busy, but the people working
Oh, okay.
don't seem to have. They're also kind of gearing up. They're most of their stuff is like setting the animals aside and like putting them in their ample sized cages and things like that. Like they're penning up the animals for the night so that they can go and get to the festivities. And you see a couple of them like start putting like blankets over some of the cages, and you start to see that like some of them have to like get like earmuffs and stuff.
The animals get earmuffs?
Yeah.
Excuse me. I would. How...
It seems like you know like not like, oh, their ears are getting cold, like they're like getting like horse blinders and stuff like that. Like they're getting prepared for the evening.
Oh, I don't like that. Excuse me, person in charge.
there's a
Excuse me. Just talking.
He
She's
has
talking
a
to dog.
name.
Excuse me.
she's walking around and she's like she's got this, you know, bushels and bushes of red hair, and she's this little gnome woman, and she looks over. There's like an elf man, and also what seems to be like a half orc man as well, kind of tending to the rest of the animals, but she looks over. Hello.
I'd like an animal.
I'm sorry. Maybe we could discuss more before I can just give you something.
What do you have? Oh, she wants a snake. 2. We want many animals. As many animals as I can take. Or pay for, I guess, technically.
That would be preferred, because taking them would mean you're a thief.
Unless you just give them to me like a kind person.
I have taken care of a lot of these animals for many years, some of them their entire life. I'm not just going to give them to you because I'm such a nice person.
Do you name them all?
Yes.
Cool. Can I have one? I'd like to purchase. Can you tell me what kind of animals you have?
Yeah. What's the animal menu
There we
situation?
go. I know. It's like, okay.
Give me an animal.
She seems like off put by you,
That's fine.
but I mean, truthfully, it might be better for you to come back tomorrow or the day after.
Why?
Because I'm preparing a lot of the pet. I'm putting a lot of the pets to their stasis for the night.
Which ones haven't you put?
She like exasperated, and she's like, what I'm trying to say is I would like to not. I'm more concerned right now that these animals get taken care of and are safe for the night's festivities, rather than selling them to you. If you would like to come back tomorrow or the day after, I would happily tell you.
Can you just give me an idea? And do you have snakes?
Do you have a takeout menu or
Not
not for
like
eating,
food.
just for like general like list of animals that we could take with us, and when we get back.
We have assortments of animals. We loan some out to the farms because there are some pests and critters that need to be taken care of. So, you know, we do have things like badgers and wolverines, and we have things of a more home. What am I trying to say? Home.
Domestic.
Domestic. Thank you. That was the word I was looking for. More domesticated animals. We have cats and dogs, birds, some snakes, one or two. That's something that we don't see a lot out here, so it's something that I've taken care of them for a while, and they're healthy. All my animals are healthy and taken care of, but
Do you have a bird, a hawk particularly, or a falcon?
what do you have? Do you have this?
I should just ask that question.
Yeah, then maybe that should have been the opener.
Yeah.
As opposed to
Yeah.
What kind of animals you
Animal.
got? I'm looking for a hawk.
Maybe the opening question shouldn't have been making her angry.
What do you have?
Give me your animal.
Yeah, that was the actual opening line there too. It's just give me everything you have.
I want animals.
Hold on, I don't think you heard me correctly. You may have heard give me some animals. What I said was give me all the animals you have.
I'd like to buy the store.
But no, she says, no, I don't have any birds of prey.
Bummer.
That's unfortunate. I really wanted
Ooh.
one.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Do you have any non-prey birds?
I'll
This is
fix
going
myself.
so
I prefer my
well.
birds to
I
not.
didn't,
Guys.
I didn't even know birds were religious.
There we go.
She says, I
yeah.
do have. They're a tropical bird. Not seen very often in this area.
Oh.
Do you have a parrot?
Indeed.
I think we should get a
She
parrot.
wants two
And
of
you
them?
kind of hear.
Oh no,
no,
I'm going to
no.
kill that. If we have that, I'm going to kill that.
I have to discuss. My
I
friends.
have to discuss.
Discussion, and then just huddle.
She says, okay, well, just remember, I'm closing for the evening. I'm not making any sales.
Well, why don't we? Well, now that we know that she has a parakeet, why don't we go to the festival, and then we come back maybe for parakeet.
And we can get you a
It's a
nice
parrot.
turtle.
Okay. A nice
I
turtle. We
would-
already have the turtlet.
Could this conversation be taken anywhere else?
No,
Okay.
actually, it can't. We're not really good at talking and moving. At the
Yeah,
same
that's
time.
we don't really talk and chew
So,
gum or
no, actually-
you know.
Philip's like, talk, move, and do the Rubik's Cube.
Actually,
What time do you open tomorrow? Do you have like special holiday hours, special holiday sales?
No holiday sales, but certainly we'll be opening in the latter half of the day tomorrow.
They sell
can I
ladders
put the
too?
snake on layaway?
Can I put a snake on layaway?
Can I be honest and frank?
I would prefer if you did not, but
Sure.
go
I'll
for
be
it.
Philip.
Could Jesus? Could you?
Snaps for Philip.
I take a point of pride that my animals go to people who will respect them, and at this moment, as you have not respected me or my time, I can't say that I'd be very willing to sell you anything. Why don't you come back tomorrow, in the latter half of the day, and maybe we can start over. But no, you cannot put anything on layaway.
I hope you have a great day and happy festivals.
You as well.
Well done.
That is appreciated, and I see.
I hope you light some lanterns good. I'm going to go now, so you will give me animals later.
Oh my god.
And then I'm gonna leave.
Can I?
Oh my god. Okay.
I'm gonna talk to her real briefly. It's like, okay, two things. First off, I just wanted to apologize for Nameless. She's not used to, conversing with other humans, like myself. However, I can guarantee she does respect animals much more than she respects me and most other people. She's way better with them. And thirdly, Do you know how this works?
She looks at the puzzle and looks at you. Could you get out?
Come on, Philip. We'll figure out someone at the festival.
Come outside, please.
Okay.
Panther was waiting outside.
Oh, you should have shown her the panther.
Oh yeah,
As,
became him
well,
a panther.
he
Oh, I
kind of.
have a
He's
panther.
not allowed in the pet store.
No, he kind of
Whoa.
was like, I feel like if I go in there,
He'll be sold.
this is not a good idea if I go in there.
Okay, that's fair.
I guess, yeah, how does he feel about the concept of pet stores?
We hate them.
Hmm.
Yeah, Panther is not a fan of it. It's more of a fact of like, there's things in there that I have surely eaten before.
Yeah, that's better.
that
Yeah.
will be afraid of me. Let's just not.
Things are gonna start freaking out if I go.
Wow, what so self-conscious.
Not self-conscious, just
Self-aware.
Self-aware.
Yeah.
That's what I mean, yeah.
hmm He's smarter than you.
I want to come back tomorrow to get animals.
That's just not
Okay.
actually.
And you can get a snake.
self-awareness.
I know, I'm very
It's more
excited.
wisdom-based anyway.
But I think if I got a bird, we could see above things. I mean, I know you're.
We
also-
already have a bird.
I know. I just realized.
What am
that.
I?
Why
Chopped
don't you
liver?
just keep her?
Wait, don't keep me.
I don't want to keep. I mean, I want to keep you around. But I
Right.
don't want to keep.
But not
you.
like keep me. Like, no, that parakeet shit. You gotta put that in the cage. Like that's a dumb
I
bird.
just pictured Nameless with one of those like hoods that you put on
Whoa,
Falcons put on Falcon.
That's how I sleep.
And get him!
Man.
Like a little piece of meat with a bell on it.
Where are you guys going now?
Do we go to the center of town? Let's see what's up with this festival.
Sure.
Sure.
Because
Speaking
we
of,
do all our sad stuff, right?
so is he meeting you?
Yes. Nerryth will be joining us for the festivities this evening.
All of us. He wants to hang out with all of us.
Yes.
Insight
check.
Sure. Go for
As
it.
we're all like, bullshit.
He seemed fine with the idea. That's all I got for you.
What did you roll for?
I rolled to see if I could read his subtext,
So an
which I guess is an insight check, yeah.
Yeah.
Got a 12.
16.
You get that maybe he was potentially not telling the whole truth. But, like, in terms of lying, he's not lying.
Oh.
He's not outright lying, but, like, maybe he just doesn't understand.
Oh,
And, yeah,
okay.
you're getting a very, like,
Yeah.
more exact sense of that.
Got it. Okay, I'm gonna nudge. He's just like, you know, it's okay if you don't want to see him. Like,
You can say no.
yeah.
That's not at all the issue, Philip. The thing I have, words are hard sometimes, you know that? And I often can't think of,
Yes!
and I have a hard enough time talking in, sometimes just a group as large as this many people, and then when I'm talking specifically to someone who I want to sound eloquent around, like Nerryth, it only gets worse. So, he expressed interest in hanging out with the entire group. I worry about my own ability to act in any way like a human while around the lot of you and
But you're the only human here.
As he previously just...
Yeah.
I'm not gonna...
I mean, I think
Well,
I think
what-
the babies mentioned they had read something about something like this, so I was actually gonna grab them and then
Yeah, we
bring
can
them. So
make
I'll have
ourselves
my
scarce.
hands full. So I will probably not be able.
Well, what's
to
best
hang
for the
out
mating
with you
ritual?
guys.
Like, what do you guys need?
Ah, That's for the mating ritual.
If I knew that, I
Oh.
wouldn't be half so nervous as I am.
Like, do you want people around?
I don't know. It might be nice.
I'm good with stealth, man.
I got it.
That's the thing I want least.
When I
is for
feel
you
I
to
don't
be there
pop
and,
into existence?
and not around and just following us around.
Really? That's not sexy? Being stalked? I don't know. I don't know how to date.
Read some for young adult scroll literature that does
Vampire-based scroll literature.
that seems to say otherwise, but no, it should be a good time. I'm just
Philip, you look-
anxious in general. So
Philip, you look like
I
you're
got
about to
it.
explode.
What?
So
Put my hands on his shoulders, like, maybe the secret is not to act like a human at all. Gnomes are known for their great proclivity in
Festivity.
I can't figure out if proclivity means what I want it to mean, and that might actually be better if it doesn't. They're known for their great love of festivals and festival-like occasions. If you're worried about acting human, why don't you just act like a gnome instead? If you're not trying to act human, then you can't not act human badly.
There's logic to that, Philip. I'll grant you that.
I'll show you how to be a gnome.
Cue montage.
Yeah, cue.
Act
You're
out.
the best around. It's just like a
Just
lot.
getting really short.
I don't particularly know about dating, but may I suggest just being yourself? Because he
But
already
no.
agreed to the drink, and then he agreed to going to this festival with you, not with another version of you.
Bland us.
But I don't think he actually agreed to go with the rest
I
of
know,
us.
right? Like,
I don't know,
Say yes
but
once.
I'm
say yes forever.
50%
Y'all, they
sure.
heard, right? They heard that he
Yeah.
was super willing to
Yeah.
have them all around to the festival. That was Miles, not Liam. He doesn't
Yeah,
speak- he
they
doesn't
they
shout that
heard
to
the
that.
conversation, whether or not they
Believe it.
No, it was just Liam. Just, hey God, they heard that, right?
So, just be you, and
Um,
don't really worry about it.
That's
Just
fair.
have fun.
That's
I
fair.
think.
Like
Do
a
my
gnome.
best, yeah. Just like a gnome would.
Foxy like a gnome.
But wait,
Just-
so we're not gonna hang out with him?
I mean, I'm gonna grab the kids. You guys can hang. I'll find you guys.
Yeah, let's all hang out at the festival. I think it'd
Yeah.
be better if we
We'll
the
be
whole group.
coming and going. There's no need for any
If I
cemented
then if I don't know,
plans.
then if I have no idea what to say, someone else can fill in the awkward silence instead of it just being an awkward silence.
I could
Definitely.
Because
It's a
we're
deal.
really great at
We can
communicating.
fill
I
that
take
up
off-
with awkward
people.
words. We can fill that right up with awkward words.
I take off and start running back to the mansion.
Oh God!
Okay, I'm getting
Oh,
the kids, so
oh.
I'm gonna follow.
You certainly you catch up to him very quickly.
I am like way down by all this armor and stuff.
And he's
I guess I
not a
could-
very fast guy in general, and you are much faster.
I also probably got lost after like a street or two. I'm just like sitting on the corner, just.
I'm doing like
Rubik's Cube.
backflips to catch him. Like,
Okay, so you two head back to the mansion. You are gathering up the kobolds.
yeah, I think they would have fun.
Sure.
They don't leave the house. Let's
So
let
you
them-
should put them on leashes. I'm sorry, you already.
Oh,
You put them on leashes.
oh, I have rope.
Okay.
Kobolds around the. Oh no.
Like those little backpack leashes, you know, with their little puppy dogs.
Just marching a line of kobolds around the city.
Well,
around
I'm
a bunch
gonna
of
go
drunk
see if there's
people who are
clothes
used
in
to
the house
kobolds being
somewhere
like
that-
evil
a bad
creatures.
thing.
Makes them
Yeah.
not look overly.
Yeah, you
Sure.
got any disguise?
Koboldy.
spells?
I'm gonna put them all in little dragon onesies, so everybody just thinks that they're like.
Oh yeah! Oh my
Well,
God!
I've been really good at inventing other things. Are there 7
Wait.
dragon onesies just
Wait.
lying
Anywhere.
around the
Wait,
house?
you're not on a green screen.
No.
I've got a costume for you.
Great. Okay. Okay.
You guys do what you're doing. I'm running back to the mansion.
What are you doing? What are you running back for?
It's a surprise.
To,
All right,
it's
well, I'll
to
deal with
get
you
whatever
first.
this is.
So I go to the mansion.
You know for sure.
Oh, yes.
You know for sure that there is no
Oh, yes.
onesies in the. Oh right.
yes.
Yes. Okay. You know for sure that there's no onesies in the mansion.
We're trying
Right.
to go.
So you're very
In post, I'm gonna.
yeah.
In post, I'm just gonna go ahead and green screen that out anyways.
Great.
Yay!
So, there are no like dragon onesies. You're very aware of that at the mansion. So
Are there any of those? Like, is that?
no, there's again when
No,
you guys
there's-
came into the mansion, there was no
There's gotta be like a party store,
food.
right?
There was the only materials that were there
City.
were the tools in the
Oasis
shops
dead.
and the books.
Okay.
So those are the only things that were actually in, and the the astronomy tower, like the
Okay.
things that like actively can be used. no perishable materials, no
Okay.
clothing or things like that. I mean, the books are perishable.
well, I would like to find them.
There's no way that there's not like a party supply store selling
There's
like
gotta be.
costumes,
Yeah,
right?
we'll find one. Well, there has to be a costume.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is that like on your run back, you can certainly stop somewhere,
yes.
and for the sake of brevity,
Pick up a
you're
couple.
trying to get like dragon costumes. All right, they exist.
Yay! I'm gonna buy
Uh,
them. How much do they
For
cost?
7 of them,
For
especially to
children's
be like children sized,
Ch-
probably 2 gold. 2 gold
Groovy,
over
'cause
like
that's-
all together.
That's great because that's all I have.
I have
Child
0
kobold
money
size.
still.
Great.
Do I black out and spend all my money?
Oh,
or
wait,
have
I
just
can
not
just-
gotten
I can
any?
No,
just-
we bought it on Healing
I can just
Potions.
cover that for
We
her.
said
No,
spend
no,
all
I
our
have
money.
gold.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's
Did I black
not
out
2
and
gold.
just
I mean,
spend
like
all
all
my
I have
money?
in
I
equipment is
just
gold
don't know
and
where
silver.
how me and Liam are to each other.
Well, I mean, you
so.
can break it down into copper.
Yeah,
You
I
can break
could,
any
but-
of
I
anyway.
could, but the exchange rate nowadays, it's through the roof.
God, what does Sestead use as like a different currency?
Okay, so I have 7 baby dragon kobold costumes.
Yes.
All right, let's go to the house. Let's find the babies. Let's see if they even want to go. I'm just making assumptions. But now they have cute little Halloween costumes, if that
Yeah.
exists in this
Desert
world.
Halloween. Sorry.
It's on my head, so it's collecting all my heat. and it's
All
already
right,
warm
I go back to the
room.
house.
Yeah, okay. So it's hard to kind of like carry all these costumes, but
I make it work.
You make it work, and you make your way to the mansion. They're all, I
With
mean,
a
at this
bomb?
point, they're asleep.
Oh, no, I don't want to wake them up.
I mean, the vessel's probably not for a while.
I mean,
Festival's for another like an hour or 2. Just in the time that it takes you to go get the costumes and like run back to the mansion from where you guys were, like, yeah, it's about another hour.
Oh
Before the
man,
festival.
she's gonna learn what it's like when you try to
But
take
they've
kids
been
to a party.
asleep for a while. You know, they went to sleep as you guys went to Sestead. Like that was kind of the thing. All
Wait,
that spaghetti.
Oh, wait, are they nocturnal?
No, it's just a different time zone.
we're
Oh,
just
yeah.
nocturnal at this point.
Duh. Okay.
Where are they asleep?
In the
Are they all curled up on the couch together? Because I might cry.
in the couches and the one bed, or the one mattress rather.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna walk in.
Outside of all of the individual rooms, there's the little
Can you
the
give
kind
them
of,
their own room?
They jumped on the bed in the living room, I think.
That's their room. No.
I guess if they decide to stay there.
But as you come up the stairs into that space, you
They're
do
more
see that
free-range
the
child
wolves
kobolds.
are also laying not really close to them, but fairly close to them.
Oh.
I love that the wolves have become Nana from Peter Pan.
I will give them hats.
Oh, do you
I
want me to
have
bring them
bow
to the
ties.
festival?
I know, right?
We never discussed that before. Let's
So,
pretend like we
they're
discussed that
asleep.
before I left.
What
No,
do you
let's see if I
like?
bring
What
them
do
out of the
you?
house now.
Head straight to my room.
Okay, you
And-
see the sleeping kobolds and the wolves, and as you are you bursting past them, or are you?
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
Okay.
I'm getting in my room.
He does get there before you because you have to go get. So they're like groggily waking up, and so are the wolves. But go ahead.
I'm getting all my armor off.
Okay.
And I'm digging through my stuff for the flowers and like festival supplies and stuff that I got.
Right
in
from
Farah?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Long time ago.
like a year ago our time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which some of it is like strung up like in the
Mhm.
Crazy that you remember this.
what is that area
It's like a
called?
year
The
ago.
living room area. call that?
Outside of the
Front-
bedrooms.
Yeah.
Front room?
Yeah, not
Your
the front room,
parlor?
but
It's like
yeah,
a, it's,
it'd be
it's
a
like,
parlor.
it's like a
It'd be a
common room.
Yeah,
it's like
common
it's like a
room.
common
Yeah.
room in Harry Potter.
Correct. Yeah, it's more of a common room thing. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna start like taking out just a bunch of like strings of like flowers and bulbs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Just a whole bunch of that. And I'm
Like a bouquet. Are
I'm
you-
okay. They're set up so you can like string them up.
Yeah.
And so
A garland?
snapping up little bits. Is it a garland?
A garland is a long
Yeah, you
thing,
had a
a bouquet is
garland.
a bunch.
You put them over the. Technically, they're still over the fireplace, if I recall
Yes.
correctly.
There's some there, and then I also like got more supplies that are
Yes.
just like in my room.
Okay, so
Um,
you take the few garlands and things that you have for festivities.
Yeah, and so I'm gonna. Is it all just one long string, or is it?
They would be separate strings. There'd probably be about 4 different
Okay.
strands of it. You could attach them together, but
Okay, So yeah, so all my like heavy battle stuff and everything, I'm just like leaving here.
Yeah.
And I'm filling my bag with
Do you
like
carry?
that
Do you
stuff.
still like have your pickaxe or your shield at all, or are you leaving those?
I'm keeping the shield with me for
Okay.
sure. Just because I always kept my
Yeah.
shield.
Just making sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. I'm like, always be prepped.
Yeah, and so I'm gonna fill my bag with like all like the supplies, just all the flowers and
Great.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're like groggily waking up as you come in. With these costumes.
Good morning. There's a festival at one of the towns. It's a festival of lights. Would you guys like to go outside?
Because their mom's Jewish, they are now all Jewish.
No. Their mom's Jewish. Their mom, she does something else.
Which makes them not Jewish by birth.
Exactly.
Okay,
Brought to you by Judaism.
great. So,
They have to answer me.
they kind of just like they're waking up and they're compliant. They like you, so
Great. So, for your safety, because while everyone in this house absolutely loves you guys, there are people outside who might feel not the same as us. So I got you these cute little dragon costumes to wear outside. Please.
like, look at each other and then
I know the little
Then
hands.
they-
Like, oh.
start taking it and
Perfect.
so it's
I
like
thought he was gonna eat it. To be perfectly, I thought he was gonna be like.
it's like they get the general idea and like they start putting it on. It's like a headpiece and then some like the two that already have wings just look at the extra wings that are there and
I'll rip them off for their actual wings.
yeah, and then just like there's parts of the costume that you just realize like okay, well, don't need that. Don't really need that, like, or this is just gonna get in the way.
No,
but-
leave the tags on. Leave the tags on.
Yeah. Mommy's gonna take these back.
But they all represent like they are a mixture of chromatic and metallic dragons.
Oh, they're all different. Okay.
Hey. Alright, and now last thing. You remember that one time that we all held hands with each other?
They all kind of look at each other.
Oh, so we're gonna do something?
Start to do it.
So, since we're going outside and we might get separated, I'm gonna tie this rope onto my arm, and then I'm just gonna tie a little loop around one of your arms so that I can make sure you're together.
These poor kobolds.
Do you do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's
Well,
no-
I was waiting to see if they responded.
No,
So
no.
great.
They're
so
still like it's this thing where they're not shy around you, but they're still just not.
great. So I'm gonna tie it, and then I'm gonna
They
tie
don't have a
it.
lot of opinions.
Great. And then I'm gonna tie it around my arm.
Okay.
But I'm gonna hold like the extra so that they're like closer to me because it's
Okay.
50 feet of rope, so that is a lot of rope.
It's a lot of rope, but tying it in between them to give them enough space to like walk around each other, at least 5 feet each.
Yeah.
Certainly cuts the rope down to 35.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you having like 5 feet of slack or something that goes over to 40. So it's
Yeah.
like you don't have that much rope in your hand at the moment, but you have about 10 feet of slack.
Cool. And if you guys need anything, just let me know, okay? Great. Philip, are you ready to go?
Yeah.
Awesome. So
Uh,
I'm gonna start walking.
Great. You guys come back out to the door to Sestead, and that probably roughly took you guys half an hour altogether, just to like take off your armor and get everything together, and then get them in the costumes, get the costume, all that stuff. So, have you guys been doing anything? Like, what are you guys just waiting in the center of town? Did you guys go back towards there?
Yeah, I guess so, right?
Yeah.
Well, I had an idea. You're really nervous, right?
Right.
So, like, I've seen people, like, that are nervous, they drink a lot of alcohol beforehand.
Oh
Would you
my
maybe
god.
want to go get a drink? Not with me, but, like, together.
No, that's such a good idea.
I mean, I brought a drink, but
Well,
like,
we don't have that. I mean, we all could share
I mean,
the
we
one.
could just sit at the foot of the spire and pass a flask like 14-year-olds, but like that's.
I thought maybe we would look less weird if we did it. We can do that, though.
No, that's a fair point.
I mean, you don't
I
have to
wonder if you
pay.
have any money.
I don't have any money. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So then the flask it is.
There we go.
The flask is
So
this.
So then we just drink alcohol.
Yeah, we'll go
Okay.
to. Can we? Did we
The
tell
first-
them where to meet us, or? I have to
Yeah.
figure it out.
Yeah, we mentioned vaguely the center of town. So.
Okay, they'll figure
Oh,
it
you
out.
mentioned vaguely the center of town. I'm sure they'll find us.
All right, dope. Let's drink.
So after the first like 2 or 3 like drinks from the flask, you guys are okay. It's it's what would be in there?
So,
What would
cannot take
how
you
would you go about?
Please, could you please
I
just
mean,
tell
it's
me how
fall,
you
so
want
like
to do that?
generally, I'm doing some sort of like a
Mhm.
like a darker beer, like a port. But this is probably brewed with like some spices and some pumpkin because of the season. You know, It's just
Okay.
what's in. It's just what's growing.
It's what's in this season.
Yeah.
When you look down, it's just even better.
It's just like
I think that's how you should DM.
because it
No.
makes eye contact with the camera. Like,
Sure.
well, an after once. Itchy roof of your mouth.
After the first 2 or 3 drinks, though, I'm gonna need Constitution saving throws from the 3 of you.
Philip?
We gotta
Just
save
one.
the Constitution.
Philip is a very long way away.
So I mean, how long
fucking
is it gonna be? How long does it
amazing.
take for them to get to us?
30 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can get yourself fucked up in 30 minutes, though.
Yeah, but
If you try
I'm
hard
not.
enough.
I'm
Especially
saying.
Chelsea.
I'm saying these things are spread
I'm
out
not
over like a
20.
10-minute period. Like
Not
this
yet.
is this is
That's
after like
like-
10 minutes of like
Damn.
taking some sips. I'm gonna need a Constitution saving throw.
Alright.
Jackie gets
It's
one
not.
for
It's not
30
like we're
minutes
just
if she
going
tries
hard right off the bat. It's like
Yeah.
no. This
Not
is
hard
this
to
is
do.
If you don't eat, you just drink.
a number of minutes have passed.
I'm gone.
Chelsea.
20.
14.
I haven't eaten all
19.
day, and then Miller
Yeah.
like sent me.
Yeah, you guys, you feel it's a good tasting brew. It's something that like, oh yeah, I should maybe watch out for it, but it doesn't seem like it's hitting yet.
You made,
Why are you
You made
nervous?
baby liquor.
I don't know. I just
You said you went on a lot of dates before, so I don't
so
understand.
that was so the people specifically I've seen this in humans, but I'm sure everyone else says it too. This thing where they say stupid things because of dumb pride reasons.
Yeah.
Lying?
I was lying
Yeah.
because I didn't want everyone to know that I don't date very often.
You don't?
No,
Have you ever gone on a date?
not really. Like when I was really young and you didn't think about it too much, I would be like hanging out around people and such. But I mean, between trying to learn magic and trying to be a hero like my dad and building things, I just honestly haven't spent that much time with people. You all are the most friends I've ever had in my life. So
And none of us are people.
I'd say
Says the bird person.
That's the thing.
I'd
I
say,
was like,
I'd say people, not
I-
humans, but people.
oh, okay, sorry. Sorry, this thing is hitting me a little bit. No, well, I mean, I think that Lolly, I mean, I also have never dated because, you know, between killing things and getting kicked out of my own plane of existence, you don't have time for romantic stuff.
Right, who has the time?
Who has the time for that, right? Like, I mean, I'm doing so many other things. But like, I think that Lolly was onto something when she was like, you know, be
Makes
yourself.
sense. I just sometimes I don't know what I don't know who that is. It sounds how's that pronounced? Clicky? Cliquet? It sounds cliquet when I say it, but I just sometimes I'm not sure who I
Did
am.
you
Like,
just call my mother? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It didn't get the thing.
You,
what?
you're like the only one here with like significant intelligence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've only seen it written. I've never heard it said out loud. But,
Click she.
yeah. There's I think it's
By
an
this
Baytown
time, as you've been moving through the streets, Set Lolly, there's three of them in particular that are very rowdy and very curious.
Of course.
It's Rosa, Zeus, and Hawking.
I thought you meant 3 streets.
Three streets of people are just.
They like
Flipping
Rosa and
wagons.
Hawking are just kind of like running around and experiencing everything, whereas Hawking is like as if a dog, where they continuously find a new smell, and as you are pulling, like as you're walking, you have to like really pull on him to get him to move. But the other 4 are, well behaved enough to just kind of like walk by your side. But yeah, Hawking is really fascinated by each individual like magical or tinkering wonder that he comes across. They're also kind of, the other 4 are while being good, are just awestruck with everything, and there is a very sense of just like overwhelming like, what is this place? I feel like you're walking with her as well. And by this point, you guys have kind of come to the center of town, and you do see your friends and are able to meet up. But go ahead.
like the bad kids outside of gym class,
Yeah.
passing around them.
Smoking one cigarette, passing one flask.
Alright, yeah, so as soon as I see him, I put the bag down, I start pulling out flower stuff, and I start wrapping it around Liam.
I'm all right. Are we doing this?
Not like in a type way, but like when it's like
Bedecking
Kinda
you.
It's
Did I
flying
win
around.
something? Am I?
You have to give them
Yeah.
a flower crown.
yeah, that's
Oh,
that's one of them. Is just like wrapped around the head, just sitting on top,
All right. Here, I don't want to get tangled in the goggles.
just trying to like make him look pretty.
Aw.
Aww.
So you guys do start to see that like there's booths opening up. There are what I'm.
Do I look pretty?
I thought you were
Does
going
he
to
look
roll for pretty.
I mean, roll to see how well you did.
Do you
Oh god, you
feel
don't
pretty?
want that.
You've got a bunch of garlands upon you.
Miles,
Oh, so pretty.
Miles, we need to understand.
Yeah, I feel fucking beautiful.
We need. we
It
need.
seems it's a nice fresh smell. There's a color to you that is not
A glow.
normal color.
All right, do me.
All right,
Oh boy.
start flowering him
the
up.
stuff that he just got on you?
Huh?
Are you taking the stuff off that he just gave you?
No, you.
There's more in the bag.
You
Right?
didn't
I
put
got
all of
more.
it.
I got a
Oh,
lot.
okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I
Alright.
cleaned her. I cleaned her
all of it
out.
on you.
Yeah.
Um,
So
Dunk.
What'd you get?
I don't know what the check would be. 17 though. So.
All right, plus whatever your modifier. You don't have any negative modifiers, right?
No.
Yeah, so
I mean, it's, I don't know, charisma check.
Or no.
charisma.
It's your style sense.
Charisma, maybe either that or like dexterity for like how well do you.
Dexterity would be like the manual sort of like actually putting it on, but I don't know, just like
It's either charisma or dexterity.
I'd make it charisma. I would make it a charisma
An
check to be
Is
like,
Philip going on a
8.
date too?
I don't know.
Are you going on a date too?
oh my god, it's very warm.
When you're a gnome, every festival's a date
Aw.
with the world.
I think I might have found that inspiring.
Well, let's find out.
Yeah. Oh boy. Oh
What,
boy.
what check would that be?
An inspiration?
Like obviously charisma, but is this like persuasion or something?
No.
It's a 20 at the least.
At the
Either one, whichever one you would like it to be.
If it's persuasion, it's
Right.
a 23.
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. It's whichever one you feel like you're doing at the moment.
If it's a skill check, it's 23. If it's just a straight charisma, it's
No, it'd be skill.
okay. Then it's 23. All right.
Huh? You know, I think you're right. Every day is a date with the world. Well, you said festivals. But I'm making it apply to my life. The whole world's a date.
That's
All the world's a date. Perfect.
that's what my culture's for you to take and apply it to your life however you wish.
Without judgments.
Whoa.
No, boy. We're gonna move on now.
Yeah.
we're gonna.
Oof.
That white privilege joke is coming back.
Oh, yikes. We started off with
So
white
me and the
privilege.
kids go over to that booth over there. We're gonna be
So
over
that's what
there.
I'm
Is this
There's-
like a festival thing? Like, I've never been to a festival before. Does everybody wear flowers at the festival?
Well, not everybody.
Am I underdressed? That's alright.
Would you like some?
Yeah, alright, I'll get some.
Alright.
I want them too.
I'm gonna do her.
All right, you get done up with some of the garlands, and it's complementing colors is.
Shimmishi's
Like, I'm a raven.
Yeah.
Black goes with everything.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
like if you look and you smell nice.
Oh, get in on this, Nameless.
I don't think I want them on me.
Oh. But they're naturey.
Yeah, I just feel like you guys all look kind of dumb.
Oh. That's fair.
Harsh, but fair.
Harsh but fair. Let's go to the festival!
Let's go to the festival.
Did you roll to see if you were offended?
It was a feelings check.
Were
He's,
they
carry-
hurt?
he's carrying that with him.
Are you really gonna just keep looking down the whole time? That's my favorite.
Yeah, he's bigger.
Alright.
I think he was writing.
Incredulous dragon.
Is it
No, I
festival
just
time?
I genuinely thought he was like. I genuinely love it if he is.
Yeah.
Festival time.
I mean, I'll as long as you guys can still hear me.
Caesar. The flask is empty.
I was
The
just gonna say,
never-ending
we're-
flask is empty.
So that's how it works.
Sorry. There's a bunch of different kinds of like food booths. There's like cured meats and things, and there's also a lot of what am I trying to say? Like roasting things are going on, and there's a lot of different kinds of vegetables.
You're so ugly.
I was gonna say roasting.
There's a lot of different roasts.
Whatever roast.
I'm really mad
But
at this and I
it
don't
seems
think
like the
so.
city is at this
Same
point it
time.
is picking up in the festivity. It is now becoming something that like the entire city is spreading with noise and the like kind of like music is starting to be played in all kind of different sections. They're not really competing sound wise, like in the sense of like you're like, well, I can't even fucking tell what I'm listening to anymore. But it seems like each quadrant of the city has kind of different like atmosphere, and it all conjoins towards the spire in the center of town. You do see a couple of different kinds of like people are starting to call out their games, like their carnival games that are going to be going all night. You hear about a joust. Down in the south part of town, they plotted out some of the farmland to be like a jousting arena, and it's open for competition. There will be like 3 different times when that will happen. You hear about a game called Sock the Rock, and it's about
You punched Dwayne the Rock
Broken
Johnson.
knuckles.
no, it's about it's hearing some of the rules of the game. It's like, oh, okay, so they put this rock in a magic stasis field, and you have to hit it as hard as you can to send it flying once the stasis is lifted, and see how far it. It doesn't say with what. It's just like with something, like a bat or something like that. Like there's an instrument used.
So they provide it.
They provide it.
Okay.
Yes, they provide the thing to hit it with, and it's whoever can hit it the farthest gets a prize. There's also something that you heard called. This one was a lot of fun. Sorry, I'm just like really excited about it. It's called Hang 10. So, Chris, I feel like you'd probably be the one person who might actually know this, or maybe Miles. Have you guys ever heard of something called Unbeatable Banzuke? Yes, you have. Great. That's basically it. It's basically like you have to throw a teammate. It's like a group of at least 5, and you have to throw a teammate up onto these rungs, and they have to hold on so that like it's basically like the next person has to like jump off of it to get like more rungs, and you basically have to hold on for the whole time until everybody is on there, and you have a time limit that you can do this in. So that's the very like baseline. You also hear about a game called Dead Drunk. So the Sock the Rock
Oh my God,
is
what
a
happened?
Reikian game that they've kind of like
Throw it
brought
again.
into Sestead to kind of like for the people from Reikia to kind of help them celebrate. Hang 5 is a gnome game because they love to get tossed. Dead Drunk is an orcish drinking game where the whole point is to continue to drink without vomiting or passing out, and with each drink you have to come up with a new insult. And depending on that insult, you may have to drink again right after, like depending on how good it is. There's also halfling mud wrestling. It's like a cockfighting ring.
Jesus Christ.
You gotta hear that on the down low. They're like, yeah, we get them out there. There's also
It's illegal in these parts of town.
Yeah.
Some prohibition.
Oh, you also hear of a tug of war game that the dwarves began, where it's basically if you have to have long enough hair or a long enough beard, and it's one of those things where one of them will. It's a competition to see who can like tug of war on their beards and who wins
Oh my god.
by either ripping the beard out or just able to pull them down to the ground.
It's the strength of hair follicles as well.
And yeah, those are the kind of things that you're hearing about that like go around town and they'll be going on all night. And
Do we not just have like one where you can like
I
throw
want
a
to
thing
do
in a
Sock the
fishbowl
Rock
and want
and
to
Hang
fish?
10.
I just realized we're at a festival and
Very
I
specific.
No money.
I don't have any money either.
I might need some help from you guys.
I've
Yeah,
got
Me
money.
too. I don't have any money.
I mean, we're at a festival
Yeah.
and we have a reputation.
To
There's
play
one
music.
easy way to try and earn money on the street.
I was a little offended we weren't asked to play.
I heard that was illegal.
No,
Just
I,
say it's part of
gnomish
your
tradition.
religion.
It's an old gnomish tradition.
The
Should
oldest
be all right.
gnomish profession.
I mean, we talked to the guard about it, right? And he seemed fine with it.
We do have the proper paperwork.
And the kids and I can dance.
Yeah.
Music! Oh, music!
Oh, me
Ah.
too. I thought you
Oh.
meant pickpocketing. I was like, I mean, I could, but like Daphne's kind of cracking down on that, and that seemed like
Oh, I was right with you.
The Mountain Dews. We got to bring him back.
we absolutely should bring back the Mountain Dews.
Are we the Mountain Dews or the Mountain Dew?
I don't know.
I think we
It's just
should-
the song we sang the first time, so
No,
I don't
are we
know.
Plural?
That's what the guard called us.
I thought they were the Mountain Dew. I think we should work on our brand here. 'Cause
It was
Right.
so long ago, I feel like I wasn't even here when we discussed it last.
so what would you guys like to do first?
Pardon that.
I want to do at least Sock the Rock and Hang 10.
I just don't have
Absolutely.
money to play games.
Me neither.
I got the money.
Who do you
Don't
think
worry.
you're
Okay.
throwing?
I can become a monkey.
It'll be no.
It
that
has
would
to
be
be-
that would be cheating.
Wait, am I allowed to play because
What if
I
I
have
like
wings?
music?
Who's the lightest? You're the lightest?
Hollow
Yes, you are,
Bones.
Bird.
I also
Yeah,
have
Hollow
wings.
Bones. I mean, Liam and I definitely need to be throwing because we're the strength people.
Mhm.
I'm not leaving the ground.
That's fine.
We
You're
could
also
throw
you're
the
also
gold.
you're
If
also
you say that, no.
it's fine. You're also probably one of the better people for throwing,
We could throw the kobolds.
meaning to
We're
do the
not-
throwing.
We are
Doesn't
not throwing
everyone?
kids.
I misunderstood. Doesn't everyone have to get up there eventually?
Yeah, how
Yes.
many people?
Everyone has to be up there,
Yes.
so you just keep running out of people to throw.
Well, you throw everyone, and then the person who has been doing the throwing then has to jump.
How many people do you need?
5?
We can get Nerryth to do it instead.
Oh my god!
You could
we
just
get
ju-
nerfed
Well,
to
you
it?
could wait.
Do
you
not. Mm-mm.
No, you could jump at the end.
Yeah,
You're
jump and
throwing.
hold on to
You're a
those
good
guys.
jumper.
I'm stuck to 7 children.
Okay, so we'll have Nerryth do it.
Yeah. we could tie them to Nerryth. I'm
I'll
just
do
kidding.
Sock the Rock first, so we can figure that out. Oh, I guess we need to get
Okay.
Nerryth.
Right. We're just waiting here by the
Is
spire.
How far away is everything? Is it in the center square?
No, it's that thing where like these things kind of are taking place over the city. The spire itself is kind of a focal point, but not many activities are happening right around here. This is kind of like where you've heard over time that like this is where a lot of the start of the festival happens and the end of the festival happens, kind of in the spire area.
Okay. Okay.
But Sakta Rock is over by the college. It's like on the western side.
Is he meeting us here, or is he just going to find us?
In this, at the spire. I could catch up with you if you want to go do that. I'll wait here for him and then we'll meet you at Sock the
I'm
Rock.
also intensely curious about the drinking game.
Oh God, I would like to, but I don't have a very good constitution.
Is there a rock on the ground?
Yeah, you can find one pretty easily.
I'm gonna give you a rock again. So I think that you should give. You don't have any present to give him, and we don't have any money. But I think that you should give him a rock
What do you want to get him?
and tell him that you named it.
I have money.
Like Dwayne.
Like Dwayne. I still have Dwayne.
Don't give him Dwayne though.
No, of course not.
You could maybe name that one
Dwayne Jr.
Creed.
Give me 30 seconds before I make a decision.
Rocky.
Creed Rocky.
Rocky.
Why don't I?
Dwayne Reed is pretty great.
Yeah, just call him Reed. I have money if you want money. I'm not gonna do anything with it.
You trying to?
What?
So
I have money.
Nerryth,
No, that's fine. I'm gonna use magical tinkering on the
Am I
rock.
trying to?
Okay.
I'm trying to get my kids.
to do what?
It's just going to I'm gonna put a static visual effect, including up to 25 words of text. Just going to be happy festival of illumination.
Luminescent festival.
Luminescent, yeah, that one.
No, I like art.
No, it's even better
No, I
because
think
it's
this
not the
version-
real thing.
Illuminati.
Happy Illuminati. I did
Happy
it bad.
Illuminati.
I'm sorry, I did it bad.
Yo, happy lit festival.
It's one of those things where it's Happy Illuminati and it's got the little asterisk. Sorry, Luminescent festival.
Sorry, I did that bad.
Oh, autocorrect.
Speech to text is really annoying.
Nerryth eventually finds you guys as well. Right as the sun is coming, the sun is setting.
Does he go out in the light?
The sun comes down, the bottles come up.
Is he? No, he's not a vampire.
I don't know. I didn't actually get him yet.
He comes out and he is wearing.
Oh, tell me he's wearing like a billowy shirt.
Oh, open Colin First
It
style.
is for sure.
Oh, dang.
It is an
Oh,
open
wearing
shirt.
brushes?
He's covered in glowing body
But
paint.
he has.
Daddy.
He's got a like
Daddy.
He has customer
half
hazel.
cloak on, where it's just like it's buttoned here, right? It's like clasped here, and it
Which
comes
half?
down to his like hips.
Oh.
The sexy half.
Yeah, which half?
The back half.
No, it's just the front half. He's just got a bare ass. Just
But yeah, and he's but
That's
you know
outside.
wearing very. It's not extravagant by.
extravagant.
It's not extravagant, but it is certainly it is a nice cloth. But he approaches all of you. Yeah. I see.
You're
Yeah.
gesturing with the rock.
How good are you at throwing people?
I don't believe I have ever had the opportunity.
How much do you weigh?
We're trying to play a game. It's not just like grilling
I'm
you
very
with.
curious as to what this line of question is.
We gotta throw everyone.
Have you heard of a game called Hang Ten?
Ah.
Philip is very interested in playing, but one of our own numbers is unwilling to be thrown.
I also want to.
He looks like Set Lolly's like wrangling some of the kobolds at the moment, and I
Yeah.
see. Makes sense.
But she just throws
So,
the kobolds.
I'm
that
not
was saying.
throwing the kids. If another person suggests that, they're gonna bite you.
he looks at him. Odd-looking children.
Excuse me.
Ah, take sometimes.
Well, so was I, but I came out all right.
The costumes are very good, is what I mean.
Thank you, I
Yours
bought them
too.
myself.
Thanks, I paid for them with my own money.
So,
I participated in capitalism. What's up?
You could be here for the opening, it is, but from what I understand, it is a little bit easier to see it from a bit farther away.
I'm down with that.
Sure.
What
I'm
opening?
new to this sort of thing. There's an opening ceremony style thing for the festival.
Oh.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he leads you back down the west side, like maybe like 5 minutes. And as you guys turn to see the spire, you hear like a fanfare. All the other music has died, and you hear this.
When Nerryth comes out.
And shining from the like top of the spire itself is this like burst of like a rainbow of color, just this like every prismatic display, and it goes out in this cone, and it's got like you know, like searchlight kind of quality to like all of its movements, and then
Sweet.
fireworks start to
Wow.
go off, and then you start to see all of the lanterns, all these things all over you, like all over the city, start to just slightly turn on, and any of them that are attached to buildings or whatever just start to elevate just very slightly. Everything kind of comes to rest over the city, and it lights everything up in that similar prismatic nature. So nothing is very specifically like, oh, this looks blue or this looks like sunlight. Nothing like that. It is as if your entire body is multicolored all at the same time.
Wow.
Wow.
That's what I said.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to.
It's alright, anyone can use it.
It's very generous of you.
Right before we go into you were going for Sock the Rock, we're gonna take a quick little break. What's going on?
Oh, well.
Well,
Hello, everyone.
We
would
have
you like to-
15 minutes.
Let's welcome to our break.
Yay.
I'm Raph. I produced this show. That's the DM. These are some players. So, questions. Such questions. Let's go
Yes.
to my first DM question, which is festivals. How do they work?
How do they work? What do you mean?
No, what do you enjoy about festivals? What made you think it was the right time to do it now?
Well, it's twofold. One, it was not necessarily that I thought it was the right time to do it now. It's that in the calendar, that is when it happens.
It just happened to.
Yeah, it just happened to line up. They could have been gone in the swamps for an extra day or two, and they would have completely missed this festival.
Just one of God's little miracles.
Sure. It's no, that's like the real reason. And then two, it was kind of it really did just kind of happenstance line up with like Halloween, and that was kind of the other reason. I was like, oh, okay, great, we'll do something with that, and I think that it's just like the reason behind it was that like it's just the time that this city decides to do it, and it just all happened.
Okay. So I'm going to go down the line with questions now. The first question is for Chris, who plays the character currently known as Philip.
Currently,
Philip was really excited to play some games. Is he competitive?
next
What
season.
drove him? Why was he so excited?
he's a child at heart, and for a very long time, they've been doing a lot of extremely difficult and scary things. And so the idea of just, here's a festival full of fun games, was just extremely enticing to him. Especially finding out that there were prizes. I think when there's that as well, it's just kind of like, oh my god, yeah. It's that thing where, like, you know, we're adults, and like the idea of like getting stuffed animals that are larger than we need from I actually still want those actually from carnivals, But like when you're a kid, like just the idea that you could get a prize is just like a really exciting thing. That's the main thing with Philip.
Okay. For Jackie, who plays Sitlali,
Currently.
and maybe in the future too, how did you decide on the kobolds' names? Do you have a sentimental favorite?
So
Making
I just
you pick between your children.
so I just kind of picked 7 people in real life who I thought kind of
That she's been really close to.
yeah,
Like
you
Stephen
know,
Hawking.
me and Rosa Parks were
Oh yeah.
yeah. Well, actually, me and Rosa Parks, I guess we are because the civil rights movement was always my favorite topic in school to learn about because it just boggled my mind, like how that was not the civil rights movement, how that was a thing, but just like the act of why it started always seemed to be weird. So then with like Amelia being named after Amelia Earhart, like the first woman to fly a plane, hell yeah. And just like Stephen Hawking doing all of his stuff, and like granted Zeus is not like a real character, like person, but like
Isn't he though?
I mean he could be. The myth says he is, so like he could be. So like I just kind of picked people, characters, things that like were very important to different aspects of things that we kind of have now. Like Merriam-Webster basically helped putting together a book of like almost every single word that can ever be spoken. I don't have a favorite, not just because like I'm a mom and I could never pick my favorite, but just I think they each were given such different personalities that match themselves so much that I just love them all equally, and I'm happy to have 7 of them, and I will gladly take in more because clearly I have magical Rubik's cubes coming out of my backpack, so clearly I can handle anything.
Speaking of which, what other goodies from the desert can we expect?
You know what? I truly don't know. I feel like that's gonna be one of those, let's see what dumb things Jackie can come up with on the sly and see how we can add that into the story type deal. So maybe I couldn't even make something up. I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna somehow.
She has to be in the right frame of mind.
Yeah, maybe I'll like.
She has to be in the middle of playing a section.
Exactly. Maybe I'll make the first iPhone. I don't know.
My favorite desert books, Amelia Bedelia.
Curious George like just pops up out of my backpack. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out when we play again.
And for Chelsea, who plays Nameless,
Currently and presently.
And
presently,
a couple
apparently.
times in the past too. What are you planning to get pet wise besides a falcon and a hawk, and why did you choose a bird specifically?
I kind of forgot we had a bird person, and I was like, oh, I could have them like go out and scout, but then I realized that we technically have click whistle, so they can go together and scout.
It's a good thing she's not here tonight.
No, it's not because of that. Like, I just genuinely, like, I've always wanted that, like, as Nameless, and then I realized now it's kind of null and void. But that was the reason why. But what else I want? I want a giraffe, an elephant. I would like a camel.
I'm sensing a theme there.
Oh yeah, these are all
Desert
things that
animals.
I've already been aware of that I need to place in the world.
A tiger would be great.
Well, those already exist.
A hippoplatypus.
Oh, I would like a platypus. Oh, and maybe a shark.
We'll be like Perry.
Where are you gonna keep a shark?
In the abyss of the water inside our home.
How are you gonna get the shark there?
I imagine the shark where I live there just comes back to visit me.
And
That's what I imagine.
there's questions for everyone. I guess we can go like left to right, facing that way. So the first question for everyone is favorite festival game.
I mean, Sock the Rock is real cool. The Joust, I don't know. I don't want to spoil things. There's a lot of games coming up.
Yeah, I think my favorite one to make was the I just thought it was really funny. The tug of war one was just really funny to me, and as well as the drinking game. The drinking game was fun.
I think Nemos would have liked the drinking game, but I couldn't play because life came up above. But
You honestly probably would have been the best drinker out of all of us in that situation.
probably, but that's but that's
They'll see.
that's the one that I would have wanted to play. And
What about you?
You didn't play any of them.
Yeah, you didn't.
I know.
Do you have a favorite though?
She's too busy being a mom.
that is
How
the
dare
biggest
I
game.
take-
That's the
Honestly,
greatest game.
being a single mom was the best game I could have played during this festival, but
It's so rewarding.
it is because I have 7 things that love me. But I think I really enjoyed Hang Ken.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
That was just
Last question
Well,
is
how much time do we get?
4 minutes.
yeah. This is a good one then. Last question: how do we feel about Liam and his game? Do we feel
Well, what? Wait, what are you talking about? No.
from the last episode?
From the last episode.
Continuing to this episode, Liam has a date. How do we feel
his
about
game.
Yeah, his
dating
game.
His game.
Oh.
I completely didn't understand
no.
what
His
the question
flirtation
was.
game, not like the game he's.
No, yeah, I see.
Yeah.
We were just talking about games, so I wasn't.
Yeah,
sure
no, I'm sorry.
How is his dating game?
How's yes?
I mean,
Watching Liam date is like watching myself.
it's everything that I've ever learned how to date, and so I think he has a really strong game. I think
he's
that
doing
there's
great.
Sharing
Yeah.
deep traumas,
I mean,
drinking, skirting around the actual subject. I mean, sounds about right for like
Yeah.
the rest of us. I think. Don't ask me.
I think it's good. I think it's good for his. I think the way that Miles plays Liam, I think it fits his character really well. Now, whether that's Miles playing Liam, or Miles playing himself as Liam,
Mm-hmm.
I can't say because I don't know Miles. And his
I
dating
can
life.
certainly tell you, because he's not here, I don't want to speak for him.
Yeah.
But the one or two things that I can say is that no, it is very much Liam.
Yeah. Well, I like it. It's very much like his character fits.
yeah.
Miles won't say that though, as you saw on his Twitter. So he tweeted that him and Liam are bad at dating. So just want.
Well, he might
throw
also
it
be
out
bad
there.
at dating.
Just
like,
in a
it's not
different
so much
way.
that. It's just that it's Liam may share that trait. I think one of my favorite parts of like watching it and being able to play with it is it's just what I know.
The buildup of his own personal joke is great.
It's very obvious, isn't it? You know the moment where he's like, "Oh, I got this."
He's just thinking, when can I say it?
Yeah. Do you want to say it now?
No, now I don't.
One of my favorite things, especially, I mean, overall, as a DM for this entire group, I have these moments with everybody, but my main specific thing in regards to that with Miles is what I know about Nerryth, and that is really fun to have him try to pick apart this person and this sort of verbal gymnastics they're both doing to kind of dodge a question while also showing interest is very fun. Like it was a lot of fun to do that.
All right. Well, to find out how that date ends up, tune into the second half of the episode and where that
Would you
happens.
still want to say you want to see your joke? You want to get it out there?
Aww.
I was say Miles is so bad at dating. I bet he's only going to date one girl the rest of his life. Because he's engaged, everybody. He's engaged.
Are you allowed to?
Like,
I don't think it's like...
We'll be releasing a photo set soon. You can dive on our Patreon.
His engagement is our intellectual property.
Yeah.
We're gonna be charging for access.
cat cam.
Cat cam.
Thanks for watching.
I love her little.
I don't know what she's doing.
All right. Well,
Well, you gotta get up now,
I mean,
Cat Cam.
we gotta get up, Cat Cam. We gotta get to part 2.
Run,
Thank you,
Panther.
babe.
She responded.
Oh, you're still saying
Alright, enjoy
we're
half.
still not in good terms.
Remember,
right now?
Patreon, $5 a photo.
Bam!
They're gonna believe that.
There we go.
Hello, everybody, and
Hey.
welcome back to our Spoopy Festival.
Ooh.
Tell me what you want to do.
So, you guys are going. So after this opening ceremony has concluded, the lights continue. Like you can tell that this like prismatic display is going to be the lights for the rest of the festival.
Very cool.
It's this unifying. For lack of a better term, it just makes everybody in some fashion look the same.
I don't think they need the costumes anymore, then, wouldn't they?
I don't know. They're just so cute.
I would rather not take that chance. I'm just afraid.
I don't care.
So, sock the rock, Philip.
Suck the rock!
Sock the rock.
And he takes off.
You guys find it pretty
I take off,
easily.
realize I don't know where I'm going.
Come back.
Stop, come back. Where's the rock? I can't smell what it's cooking.
Oh god.
Get out.
I can't see it!
I can't see it. I can't smell it.
So you guys, you find the game pretty easily. There seems to be, as if there are these platforms that like rise above the houses, and they seem to be, that's kind of where they've placed a lot of these things, these extra places where where like all these games can happen and happens over the houses and stores and businesses of Sestead, allowing for the city to have a bunch of like things that they could normally not do, and like to get there, you can like the trolley kind of like goes through some of them, and like each stop you can walk onto the platforms. You find Sock the Rock, you find a small line for it. They have this massive boulder, this just sort of like, it's like 4 feet in diameter, like this giant boulder, and it's resting on a like a runic panel, this circular panel under it, and they have like this giant warhammer sitting right next to it, and the announcer's kind of sitting there. He's, step up and place your bets to see who will hit the rock the farthest. Do we have anyone in the crowd who would love to attempt? That's right there. Yes. Oh, we have two.
Go.
Yes. Now I have to let you know that if you are able to push the rock past our, he like points out, and there's like this like white line in the. It's a very like large landing too. He's like, if you're able to hit it past that line, you are guaranteed a prize.
Oh.
What's the prize?
Oh, we can't reveal that. No. You must try. You must try your hardest, and that's true effort there. That's true. Now,
Can I do some sort of insight check or something to see if this is a scam?
sure.
It's a festival game.
While she's doing that,
Yeah.
I want to
that's
go
the
and
whole
like
point. We
run
come
and
here to
like
be scammed.
awkwardly
Yeah.
hug them, and then be like, "Good luck, guys," and cast guidance on them, but like really awkward. Like
Can you cast guidance on multiple
it's a
people?
cantrip.
It's a cantrip.
Right, but is it concentration?
Concentration.
So you can only cast it on one of them.
Do it one
Okay.
at a time.
Hug Liam. Hey.
Hi. Nameless. Didn't know we were the. Oh, got it. All right.
Yeah, you feel the
You
usual.
feel guided.
Oh,
Do you
okay.
want to go
Oh.
first?
I've rolled a natural 20 on my insight check. +3. 23.
And you're trying to see if it's a scam?
Yeah, I'm seeing if like the rock is actually never gonna like they're like, you're guaranteed a prize if it goes past this point. It's like, that's never gonna get to that point, is it? I want to see if the rock's like stuck to the ground.
Well, it's a big boulder.
Yeah.
So you understand that like part of this game is supposed to be that the runic circle it's sitting on. The guy kind of goes through the rules. He says, "Now, while it's placed on this runic circle, it will not move until we release it from its binds, and the kinetic energy that is built up inside the boulders rockets it forth."
It's the stasis field from
Zelda.
Zelda.
I was like, I think
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
heard
this
of
is this is just Breath of the Wild.
Right.
And
Yeah.
a great
Yeah.
hero.
I love
and
that.
his
I
breathing
love
of
that
the
fucking
wild.
ability, and I wanted to put a game for it.
Yeah.
Sue me.
No, I'm all
It's
for
so
it.
much better when you're angry in a dragon costume.
Okay. I'll do that. But in terms of is
And when
he
Smaug was just like, sue me.
So.
you get the feeling that like he's a carny. You know,
A festy.
I mean, who'd-
I
you
too
know,
am a
like,
criminal.
he might-
Who,
so.
who doesn't eat meat these days?
but like you don't know specifically like, oh, this is not going to work.
Yeah, but it's like
mainly just because it's like there's a bunch of parameters to it. But like in terms of the prize, like you're not sure about that. You're like, is it even going to be worth it? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't even think there might be a prize. Like I don't think it's ever gonna happen.
Is there like a time limit we have to try and put force into this rock?
You have let me see again. You have you get you get 3 like swings with a hammer.
Oh, all right.
Oh, you got magic.
So is it
hammers.
like kind of like curling? Like you can hit it and then you gotta like hit it again.
No, it's like you get these 3 hits, and depending on how
Yeah,
how
it won't move,
hard
but
you're
it'll
hitting.
store the energy
Oh,
that you've hit into
thank
it.
you
And
for
then we
your
turn it
help.
off.
So
Yeah.
the distance is going to be based on how hard you get to hit it.
Okay, so
Okay.
it's not a certain amount of time, so it's not like...
No, it's like you get 3 whacks, and within those 3 whacks, whatever you do to it, that's how far it goes.
Okay.
Cool.
And so, how do they feel about like what are we allowed to use?
To hit it.
Yeah, like we're
Well-
using the hammer, but in terms of using magical assistance and stuff.
You guys understand that it's generally frowned upon because these are supposed to be games of inherent skill.
But if your inherent
if
skill
you can,
is
magic.
but if you can sneak it in there, you're certainly welcome to try to sneak in
I'm
like
assuming
what
it's a
Nameless
still
just
rock,
did.
so we're not gonna be.
By the way, you still have vocal components
I
to the
whispered to
spell.
him in his ear. Yeah, no, that's why I said like, oh, and then I'm like, it's like an awkward hug, but I'm like
Right.
whispering it into his like chest kind of thing.
Right. I'm just letting you know that even whispering, like you can't whisper a spell
Why not?
because that's not how that works. It's like you're not shouting it, right? Like you're not, but like to do a spell secretly is one of those things where it's like you still have to. You're saying it quieter than usual, but I'm just letting you know that you can't just like straight up whisper.
I don't understand, but okay.
It didn't seem to notice though. There's also specific abilities for classes
No,
to
no.
do
I just-
like
no, I
to do
just
like
don't-
a
I-
hushed spell. So like that's why I'm
fine.
saying
I'm not like I don't get
there's
it. But like,
there's precedent for it. That's the only reason.
yeah, it's not super important.
Vocal, never mind.
So
Again, you can
assuming it's
attempt.
a sti-
What I'm saying is that
I'm-
like
yeah.
I'm not making you roll a deception check, Nameless, because you that was a pretty good deception overall, and like why would somebody suspect you? But like, yeah, if you're stepping up and you're about to do something, you can try to like whisper a spell, like say it quietly, but it would be a deception check to like, you know, if you're trying to hide the fact that you do. I'm not trying to make too many stipulations on it. I'm just trying to say that that's kind of how it works. But go ahead.
I'm assuming it's a giant still rock, so we're not going to be rolling to hit. It'll just be about rolling damage. Or
You
would
do
just
still
be a
need to
strength
roll to
check.
hit because you need to be able to. Sometimes AC isn't about the thing moving; it's just about how much I'm actually affecting it.
Okay. So whether we have enough force, we put in enough force to move it at all,
Right.
will be AC.
Right.
is damage a part of it, or?
Yes, the damage is what calculates how far it goes.
Okay, so AC is if it moves at all, damage is how far.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, wait.
So you get guidance on one of your attacks.
And what does guidance do again?
You get 1d4.
1d4.
You can add
to
1d4 to the attack.
the attack roll?
Yes, it's
Okay.
not to damage.
Okay.
Right? It's an or
It's
it's an
technically
ability check.
ability rolls. So if you're not doing it based off strength, then like I just kind of guided him for. I just hugged him for no reason.
Yeah, actually,
Ew.
that's right. Yeah, it's an attack. It is an attack.
I thought maybe it was gonna be a strength roll. That's the reason why I hugged him.
That's good.
for that.
No, I
No.
just thought-
He's telling me. He's
Oh.
telling me.
You bless.
Mm-hmm. Is anybody else gonna try this, or?
I'm
the
not
two of us?
really that strong.
How much is it?
Nerryth, he's like, it's 3 copper a try.
Can you?
Does Nerryth want to do it?
Yeah.
No, I'm just. Nerryth looks over. Please enjoy yourself.
Well, okay.
Yes, watch your boyfriend.
I'm gonna put. I'm gonna. Let's see. I'm gonna pull Liam over and be like, "Hey, do you want to go first or me?" And like,
I'll go.
yeah, like, do you want to? And we're doing that. I'm gonna like slip in bless real quick.
Roll me a deception check.
Oh, come on, Phil.
Deception's charisma, yeah?
Yes.
Should be.
Dunk.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's an 18.
Damn.
Okay. He's a bit busy making his rounds to the crowd and getting them riled up so that he doesn't really notice you. Bless him.
Did he
Okay.
ass tap? Bless
I
him?
can.
Is
So
that
I can put it
More
on
of
me.
a back.
I can put it on me and him. Like, are you sure nobody else wants to go? I get to pick.
Yes.
I get to pick 3 people.
fuck it, why not? I'll do it.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck it.
Bless her.
That's the attitude I like.
All right, so 9 copper.
Alright.
9 copper for the 3 of you.
Okay.
I don't have any money.
I got it. I got it.
We
Okay.
appreciate you.
Yes, very much
Even
so.
just taking a tally right now, just
Yeah.
just like somebody write down. Yeah,
I'm trying to find it. There it is. Okay.
Anyway,
No.
who wants to go
my
first?
feet?
Huh?
You gotta take your shoes off.
Shoes.
I
I found it.
I just love that you're like, oh god damn it, Chris. Before he's even opened
Before I
his
even
mouth.
said it, you're like, he's gonna make this joke, and I hate him for it.
I didn't. I mean, I mostly hated myself for thinking of it. The timing just worked out perfectly on that one.
I do
Can
have
you? Who's going first? I need some rolls.
Liam's going first.
Yeah.
I do have one more
What's
question.
the name of the guy going second?
Sure.
Does
Anyone?
What feat are you looking for?
Oh. Baseball. bat.
Sharpshooter is based on when you throw weapons.
I know. Oh, that would be sick.
I don't have
Oh,
any
can I throw the hammer? I get 3 hits.
It's
Could
it's
I
like a
swing
2-handed
twice?
hammer.
Oh yeah, it's not. There's no way it's versatile, huh?
No.
Could I throw it at a disadvantage? I mean, then sharpshooter's useless to me.
Yeah.
So let's not do that. Let's not say we did. I was seeing if there was a way I could get around the with Warcaster. I could get around the vocal components. I was gonna make it an arcane weapon.
That's not through Warcaster. Warcaster's about concentration.
Keeping my concentration. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't have it. I was
And
gonna
being
I was
able
gonna
to-
make it an arcane weapon.
What's up, dude?
For
What,
the-
did you ask?
with something's a magic weapon, is it visibly noticeable?
Some magical weapons are visibly magical, but
Okay.
most appear mundane in most circumstances.
Okay. All right, never mind then.
I don't have anything to hit this with.
He's
You
got a
gotta
big
use
hammer.
the hammer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
They have a thing for us to
Oh,
use.
they're providing a hammer.
Yeah.
I was hoping it was a certain amount of time so I could
you
so I
go
could
ahead
get
and
more
make-
attacks. I do it.
Okay.
I do the thing. I step up.
And we have our first one of the day. Yes. Well, what's your name, son? What's your name?
Liam Hammerfist.
Oh, then you're appropriately named for the task at hand, aren't you?
Yeah, we'll see. I'm used to something a little more
Oh,
wieldy.
I see.
But, I'll do my
Well,
best.
don't worry, son. This is not that much different. Just put your hands. You should I have to tell you, or do you feel confident you understand how to use it?
No, I got this.
All right. I'll hand it off to you. What a good man. What a good man. What a good man. What a mighty fine man.
Oh.
All right. Yeah. I guess I'll start swinging.
Start swinging away,
First.
buddy.
First. What does bless give me?
Oh, and any time that you take any time that you make an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, you can add a d4.
Anytime.
Oh.
So
And
every
it's for the next
every
minute?
for the next minute.
All right. I'm gonna.
So each of your attacks you get.
I get to add a d4,
Mhm.
It's each attack.
Each attack, great.
and that's the attack, not the damage.
The attack.
Great.
And damage?
Just attack.
No.
Attack or saving throws.
Shoot. What's my attack bonus?
It's pretty high.
Should
I
be,
thought.
well, you're not. You
I'm
are.
not using my hammer, so it's one less than usual.
Yes.
But isn't
Should be +6. He's proficient in the weapon.
Yeah. 11.
Okay.
Do I roll damage?
As you wind up and you you were expecting maybe a bit more resonance. It like vibrates in your hands. You're not entirely used to this kind of hammer.
Right.
You don't feel. You're not sure if you did something. Go ahead and roll damage though.
Okay. What's the damage on this dice? On this?
It will be. I believe it's. I said it will be
2-handed hammer, D10. Yeah. No, am I wrong?
2d6
2d6
plus your strength.
plus my strength,
Yes.
which is going to be +3. 12.
Okay.
Right.
That's
Next
the
hit.
first one.
Yeah. All right. That was my. That was more of a warm up. All right. Let's go.
Oh, don't worry, son. Don't worry, son. It all changes everything on this next hit.
All right. 24.
Damn!
Okay. What's the damage on that?
10.
All right. This time you kind of like and you wind into it, and you hear just like this tiniest little.
All right.
gonna elbow Nerryth and be like,
Hey, it's pretty
I-
strong, huh?
I am intentionally not looking anywhere
Anywhere
near
near
that.
Hey, Nerryth kind of looks at you as you elbow him. And, sure.
+6, 25.
Okay.
Damn. I'm gonna hit this and it's gonna
I
be
will
like,
pretend that the
a 3.
kobolds are like
I have
cheering
0
for
strength.
us.
That's the reason why I did not do this.
I might have negative.
You have to like
strength, hang
teach
on.
them how to cheer.
Yeah, that's okay.
Well, then
I'm
then
clapping.
I have no
I'm
reason.
showing
And
it.
they're like off tempo with you, but they
Alright.
kind of like join in.
No, I have a
8
+0
damage.
though.
Yeah, same. That's
It's
what I was
cool. It's a good look.
The kobolds are joining in.
And at the
They're
third
like,
hit-
cheer.
And then you see the circle light up, and the boulder flies forward. And let's see. I mean, it goes a fair distance and stops maybe 15 feet from the line and just like solidly plants itself. Oh my, what a wonderful hit. Yes. Yes, just shy of the line, but you know, that's a wonderful first attempt, son. Go ahead and set the hammer down, and we'll get us next in line. Oh, right. Very excitable.
Go, Philip!
Yeah, right.
Nerryth looks to you, Liam, and he says, I don't understand the point of the game.
I don't know. You hit a thing? I'm not sure. That's fun.
It's a 19 to hit.
Okay.
Holy hell.
Go ahead and roll your damage. 2d6 plus your strength.
2d6 plus strength.
Yeah.
10.
10. Alright. Nice. Cracking hit on your first one.
God damn it! I gotta roll this different. Should I be rolling it? No. 11.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and roll the damage.
Are we allowed to put money on people? Did you say literally supposed to put bets on people?
I think so.
Oh,
15.
Dang, too late. But
Don't put it on me.
Also, I was
Well,
gonna put it on him.
You can put it on me too.
I was gonna say, yeah, they did talk about bets, but
I realized that none of us did that.
Yeah.
So
You could put it on me to fail.
yeah, but
Last one?
It was super great.
That's a problem, right?
25.
okay.
Holy
What's the damage on that?
Ten.
And on the third hit, he is risen, and you see like in the interim of like him having you step up or whatever, you basically saw them levitate. Two like attendees go out and like levitate the rock and put it back onto the platform, or onto the runic circle. And as the circle lights up and you shoot it forward, it flies and it's about like 3 feet shy of the line.
That's such a bummer.
So, son, I have seen a lot of boulders fly in my time. And that was some good flying.
Give him another 3 copper.
Yeah, I know.
He
Do
would
it
like
again.
he would like to step up again? My friends, I am so sorry. If you would be kind to wait your turn.
Oh, no,
to
please.
wait another turn.
It's good.
I would appreciate this.
Okay.
This is great. This is great. Yes, please.
I want to see this happen.
Alright.
They place the rock back.
What was your total damage that you rolled?
35.
27.
10, 25, and 10?
40.
No, yeah, go ahead.
Alright.
I'll tell him.
Oh.
I guess, like, this is,
You should just roll the d4 and the d20 at the same time.
That's what
Yeah?
I do.
Yeah.
I keep, like, rolling it into the wall and it keeps, like,
Sure.
fucking things
Changing, yeah.
So the guy who got 25. I'm confused.
up. 13. No, that was a good one. But I
Okay.
rolled a 2 on the other.
Yeah.
Roll damage.
$15.
Okay. Second hit.
$14.
Okay.
I think he tired himself out.
Yeah, you got that good.
Yeah, this is not a light weapon. It's this big meaty like two-handed warhammer. So it's just getting getting used to the swing on this is
13.
Okay. Roll damage. Oh, that was the
That
damage.
was
Sorry.
damage.
Third attack.
Okay. 18.
All right. Okay.
11.
Okay. So
How do I roll a 3 and a 4?
Oh, it was
there's
so
a
sad to
point
watch.
there's a point where as you come into the third hit you and give it a nice solid hit and it continues further. It passes the line. It continues to go. It's starting to maybe go to the edge of their platform that they have
Blank space.
allocated, and as it goes right towards the edge, you just see it stop.
Yeah!
Ah! Oh,
And My word, that is a fantastic hit, my friend. Very, very well done.
He gets a prize, right?
Yes, he does. He does indeed.
I think that earns a prize.
So what'd he get?
What's he get?
His money back.
Oh God. 6 copper.
Man, I wish that was so good. Oh, that would have been hysterical. No, he says, no. We have this small prize of 5 gold. Sets it into your hand.
That's pretty good.
As well as holds up this like like stitched badge, like one of those like patches, and it says "I beat the rock."
Oh,
I thought he was gonna say he holds up like a
And it's
chain
just
with,
it's like
a
the
tinier
runic
version of the
circle with
boulder.
like a yeah. It's
like a
he
little
hands it
Like
to
one of
you.
those cup things, like you have to like
Oh.
get
Now,
back in
if
the
you
hole.
come back next year for the next festival and you wear that patch, first hits on us,
Oh.
and you have another chance to win another 5 gold, my friend.
The first hit of the 3 that you have to pay for.
When's the next year?
In the bit.
Okay.
It's gonna be a little while. Hold on to that.
The first round is on us.
Oh, I was like, wait.
You
what?
got yourself a
It's
deal.
like, this is what? It's 2 covers. It's
Like-
3.
Well, everybody give a hand. Everybody for the mighty. I'm sorry, son. I didn't get your name before you started.
Philip!
Well, Philip, we hope to see you again next year.
Oh, you will.
We'll see.
Do you still want to do your turn, Click Whistle?
I'm alright. I think I'm just feeling real blessed.
Is he gonna
So where to? As you guys come back down from that platform to the sort of like, there's the big courtyard before the entrance to the college, and in that area, you guys see a huddled like circle of a crowd. Like there's 2 voices shouting very angrily at each other, and you see these like people kind of encircling and watching and whispering to each other.
Are the voices familiar?
No, the voices aren't familiar, and they're very pointed at each other. They keep saying, "But you stole it from me! No, you stole it first! You stole it from
Me!
Sorry, I'm just realizing how this looks. So
You can't be angry in that costume. You
yeah,
just
it's like,
can't.
you stole it from Todd. No, I stole it. I didn't steal it. And there's just like this and then all of a sudden you hear, a cantrip being cast. Like you hear the verbal components of a spell, and you see this little like firebolt get blasted off, and it goes towards the crowd, and you start to see that they like as you get kind of a better look at it, you see them they have their wands, and they start to seem like they're about to fight each other, like they're shooting off little tiny spells at each other, and as they start to do that, the ground like rises from its from its stationary state. Like there's this chunk of land that just begins to rise, and people are starting to freak out. Everybody's kind of like starting to scream, and but they can't take their eyes off of it.
Is this part of the festival?
I've never been to this.
I don't know.
Nerryth
Me
kind of looks
neither.
over a little oddly. He's like, I've never seen something like this. No.
Let's check it out, yeah?
I am okay right here.
Yeah, you hang
How
out
does
with
how does the
kids.
crowd look?
They're just sort of flabbergasted. They're just entranced by what's going on. They don't know entirely
How
what's going
fast
on.
and high is the platform rising?
Slow, but
Okay.
it may be like a foot every 5 seconds.
Can I do a perception check to see if anyone's like using this time, like if it's a ruse, like if someone's pickpocketing the people watching everything happening?
That's such a good idea.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Quick Whistle starts pickpocketing people watching.
Just nervously pickpocketing.
That's
a
not.
D20.
That's
Oh my
not
god,
right.
have you seen that? Like,
That's a 10.
All together?
I got nervous and I rolled a. I don't know what this is. I rolled that first,
No.
and so
That's fine.
yeah.
I just thought you had a really high perception.
I rolled a 3.
Cool.
Oh wait, yeah.
There's a bunch of people.
Yeah.
It's really hard to kind of pick anything out right now, just because of the commotion of people moving and like that moving up. All that activity is really making it hard to like see if anybody's doing anything.
How far away from us are they?
I'd say about 20 feet, 30 feet.
Can Panther also look? So I get advantage.
Yeah,
Like,
wait.
can Panther also look on his own roll?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would like
Yes.
to.
Panther sees.
How high is the ground at this point?
At this point, by the time you guys are actually like doing something like this, it's probably 5 feet in the air.
Panther's a 20.
I'm gonna run up, don't grab onto it.
I follow.
Just be like,
Then from.
For you, it's not red.
Stop.
It's just
it's just like wait, and it starts to like slowly lifting me off the ground.
I grab onto Philip, climb up him to grab the ledge.
Yeah.
Oh, I
You said
fly!
22.
Mhm.
like you're looking and you kind of direct him to do the same, and he kind of like stalks forward a little bit, and he seems to have caught something.
I'm gonna follow him as he walks forward.
Okay.
What were you
Can I know I said I fly up to the platform, but can I make the argument that since I've been looking out for pests and criminals, can I do that instead? Or
Yeah,
since
you
I
can do
said
that
it,
instead.
I've already flied?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't mind.
I've already
I
flied.
hadn't caught that yet, so it's totally okay. Like,
Okay.
I will certainly say you can change your action.
Great, cool. Can
So
I
you're gonna do
do
that
a
too?
perception?
Yeah. Go ahead and make a perception check. Sorry. So you put yourself
You guys
on the
the thing is
platform, and then you
lifted.
put yourself
grabbed
on
Philip
top of
and
him
used
to get on
him
the
to-
platform.
Yeah.
So Lally.
We
Since
should
I'm far
definitely play
away,
that
can I
ladder
just
game. This is
shoot,
already the ladder game.
a radiant symbol between the two of them to kind of like stop them?
Sure.
Cool.
Nerryth is just like she's
With the
looking at all of your
dragon.
activity. What did you roll?
17.
17. You don't have to roll an attack.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm basically saying this.
Thank
like it's
God,
within enough
'cause-
distance, and like
You
you're
miss and hit
placing
one
it
of
between
I know.
them.
I
They
kill
have
a
enough
guy.
distance between them. They're about like 20 feet apart
The barn
that
side
you
of
can
the
really
road.
get.
Wait.
Because
You
I
can
rolled
really get
a
through it.
4, so that would have been atrocious. I would have hit someone.
Yeah. You would have killed a bitch.
So okay, so you kind of following Panther's like prowling. You kind of look through and you see there's like two little hoods in the like moving through the crowd in opposite directions.
They're not like intersecting. They're going in.
Like they're kind of like intersecting. You know, they're just kind of like weaving through the crowd, and
Can I?
they're like half the size of everyone there.
Can I kind of sneaky forward, and the next time that they intersect, can I like grab both the hoods?
Can I assist by putting my foot out? And try
I'm
to trip one of
stealthy.
them?
Well, no, I'm just trying. I was trying to think about who was getting there first.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But you guys will probably get there about the same time. So if you
Yeah.
guys want to do a joint action, you can.
I'll put my foot
Philip,
out
what are
and trip them
you?
So I can like help a little bit.
Great. I'm gonna grab those hoods.
What are you saying?
Stop! Violence is not the answer.
As a radiant sunbolt bolts through, they at the sight of this thing rocketing forward, they go,
Hey!
and they look down at you, Philip, and they see Liam. But he stole from me.
Well,
I
well, then why don't-
didn't do that.
There are children
What's the
here.
what's the check?
Insight.
Insight.
They're probably doing like fairy magic, like it's just
Yeah.
lights going at one another.
Yeah, I know that's the thing.
Oh, yeah,
It's
the
fake
inside.
magic.
yeah.
It's a wisdom-based roll.
Okay.
What is this?
Oh.
Is this your own insight, or
Oh, boy.
what are you doing?
Skills.
17.
17. Okay. I just wanted to hear if you were doing something specific. Yeah.
Persuasion.
Okay.
He's like pulling himself up.
Mhm.
I just like give him like a speech. For that,
Great.
basically.
Before you do that, I'm just going to tell Liam one thing, and then you
Yes.
can do your speech, and then you
Yes.
guys will have your action as well.
Great.
With the 17 insight, as you're holding onto this and it's like rising in the air, you're like, oh,
This is absolutely a con.
oh. You like, as you get this close, you see they have like stage makeup on, and you being the kind of tinkerer you are, you look at their wands. You can already kind of tell that like they like as you guys got on there too, like they were still like shooting stuff at each other, and you're just like, oh, it's a performance.
Okay.
It's like a stage play, it's not real. Go ahead and make your actions on the hooded figures.
How do I do that I'm just trying to trip somebody?
I would say it's an You're
basically
putting a foot
PTSD
out, so it's
for
like
how much
I was
we've
just
had
trying to
to
give her
fight.
advantage, basically.
yeah, we'll count that as a help action.
Okay.
Then. Yeah, that's it. So you
Cool.
get advantage
That's it.
on an attack, an unarmed strike. You can use your talons.
Okay.
You're not doing any damage. I'm just saying
No,
you're
I'm
just
just
like kind of
grabbing.
attempting. So it's
Yeah.
just I'll give you an attack on it though.
Okay. So it's
Basically, we
use your
promise
talons.
almost
My
everything
talons.
every
Yeah.
time
So my-
someone has fought.
But you get
Hit eight.
advantage on this.
I get advantage. Oh, great.
Yeah, because she's helping you out. She's like blocking them or tripping them.
Cool. Thank you. Alright. That's a 15 to hit?
You're able to grab both of them.
Yep.
You don't... I mean, you being you, you're not sure how long you can, like, really, like...
Hold them?
Muscle them,
Mm-hmm.
but you do stop
But,
them
like,
in their
bleh!
tracks.
Yeah.
And you... And they look up, and there's these just, like, two kids.
What you
dirty faces, and the cleanest part about them is the cloaks.
What you doing?
We're walking the festival. We're walking the festival.
Really? Can I give him like a shake and see if I hear any like coins rattle or anything?
Oh yeah, you hear some coins.
Shink shink.
And you see Panther like.
Yeah, Panther's
growling
gonna
at them.
snarl and intimidation.
Yeah. And they just start to like. And they just start to get really terrified.
That's awful interesting, my little friends. It doesn't seem like that money belongs to you now, does it?
Maybe not first, and it also doesn't belong to us after. So maybe you could let us go anyway.
Who does it belong to after?
And like one of the other kids, like, shut up! Shut up! You're not supposed to say that.
I mean, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of me, but I have been known as a very quick and very deadly assassin. Who does the money go to afterwards?
Go ahead and roll me an intimidation check.
Okay.
She just threatened children.
Oh yeah.
Yes, she
I'm
did.
not above that.
Whew.
The only kids
And then
I like
and
are
then we'll
kobolds.
switch to you. Then we'll switch to you, Flip. Because you're done one game. You're already like, stop everything!
Stop the stealing. 16.
16, okay. I seem terrified.
Great. I love that.
Is it frightened?
No.
I love that for them.
They
If they had stillness of the mind, they could just.
the one that said the thing before looks to you. Their name is. The name is Moral.
Really?
Do
Do you
I'm
work?
not anywhere close.
You're not anywhere close. No. What'd you say?
Why do you give this Moral this money? He is an old friend of mine. I did not know that he was doing such things.
I don't know. We just Moral feeds us sometimes if we do this stuff.
I can give you some. We have leftover spaghetti in exchange for your money.
Spaghetti.
Oh, let them keep the money.
They're gonna give it to Moral.
Do we have any money for them?
No.
Fuck. I don't have any food or anything.
I mean, we don't really have the spaghetti on us.
No, I don't. I don't have a pocket full of spaghetti.
Look, if you let us go, we promise we'll leave the rest of these people alone. I feel like we made enough, right? And the other one's like, yeah, we totally did.
Look, fellas, ladies, little things.
Okay, it's a little tough to tell, but
Yes. Look, dirty tiny children. I am not going to take anything from you. I just want to let you know that your technique is a little rusty. And if you really want to learn something and actually earn some money from someone who is not a crook, on the weekdays, you should come to a mansion. I don't know. We should come to this spire earlier in the week, and I will
why
teach
she's looking
you.
at me. I'm not hearing any of this.
I was just like,
I'm
anybody?
just shaking my head at the kids, and you just think it's that.
Look, kids, you gotta go into business for yourselves. You won't get anywhere by working with him.
Go ahead and roll me a persuasion check.
Okay. I'm inciting children to crime. I have to roll for that?
Or
Dirty
inspiration.
tiny children stealing.
Oh, it ain't good. What was it?
Persuasion.
Persuasion? It's a 14.
Okay.
Look, if you tell me what your deal is with Moral, besides the fact that do you just steal from him and he feeds you sometimes?
No, we just. And the other was like, shut up! Look, I don't want to die. They were gonna kill us. They're like, look at them. They're gonna kill us.
I would definitely kill you. Have you seen this face? You will only see this face once.
And then the other one's like, okay, well, sometimes we also tell them we tell them stuff that we hear around town.
Why do you work for them?
Because the only people that actually do anything for us.
That breaks my heart. Are you sure we don't? Oh, Philip's up on the fucking thing.
And speaking of which, he's making a rousing speech. Go ahead and
Make the speech.
Friends, look! As
you climb
I
up to the...
scramble up, bedecked in flowers, holding a little badge.
like a cop, like friends.
The world is full of hardship and struggle, and sometimes that leads us to turn to harming each other. But what you have to realize is that no matter what hardship you may be experiencing, relieving that hardship by causing harm to your fellow man only causes more hardship for everyone involved. So, sir, have you stolen something from this man?
I have not.
Zone of truth.
Okay. Alright.
It's the clutch move.
What's the DC?
move.
Oh, 14.
I'm sleeping with his girlfriend.
Okay.
I know.
14 charisma save.
Okay.
I'm scared. I don't know. Actors are charismatic.
Have you stolen from this man?
I have not.
Well then, sir, I'm sorry for whatever it is you have lost. However, this man appears to be innocent.
It appears so. And oh, how I wish I could reverse my ways of the past 10 minutes.
It's okay. What you need to understand is that nobody is beyond forgiveness. Whatever you've done, as long as you try to be better from here on out, you're doing everything you can. Nobody is all good or all bad. We are only a constant sequence of choices that you make in your life, and you can go through the rest of your life deciding that, well, I'm the kind of guy who's gonna just shoot off fireballs in a crowd full of people at a festival that I should be enjoying with my friends and family. Or you can make amends, go over to Sock the Rock, and try to beat my record. I dare you. You can be the...
I want to turn to Nerryth and be like, welcome to the group.
And he's still just sitting there like,
I fucking dare you, bitch!
I mean, look.
Sock that rock!
This is kind of
I mean, look. I rolled a 25 on persuasion.
Yeah.
oh, I love it. Basically, what ends up happening is the platform that they're on, the part of the street just starts to come down, and the two of them join together and they say, "My old friend, I am sorry for suspecting you so. It is quite all right. No, I feel very strongly that this man, this very poignant thinking man, has brought to us in this time a good lesson."
Don't know what point.
As the street comes down, and it's like, and we would like to thank you for coming for tonight's performance. Please, we have a bunch of other players around town. You won't ever see something that you will see twice. Thank you so much. And at this, like, everybody starts to clap. And they start to like do displays of like illusory like images, and they start to see you see like a rabbit like fly by. It's like, and don't forget, we have children's shows. We have all these things here for you for the rest of the night. And a couple people like start like throwing like put a couple coins down into like the there's like a bag that they like set down and open, and people start throwing coins in, and one of them like comes over to you and like whispers, "Hey, so don't ever fucking do that again." But, where did you train? Where did you learn how to? I mean, that was beautiful. Did you improv that?
Well, I only spoke from the heart. You see, I was trained at the Church of ROI back in Jordania.
Wait. You meant everything that you said.
I say what I mean, and I mean what I say.
An elephant's faithful, 100%.
That's wonderful.
A gnome
That's
is
wonderful.
faithful.
He looks to the other guy. He's like, probably use him sometime if we ever come back here. But like, he seems like he's an idiot. And he's like,
Perception.
sure.
Ah, beans.
Trying to hear
10.
10.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of crowd noise and clapping and a bunch of like, oh my god, I didn't even realize that was a beautiful. And some people start coming over to you, Philip. That was wonderful. That was a great speech, great performance tonight. Great. I didn't realize you just came out of the crowd. That was wonderful.
Thank you. Well, you know, we all have to make a choice every day. You know, are we? You know, what kind of impact do we want to have on this world? And it just, you know, it means a lot. I hope that I hope that you take this with you when you go. When you go about the rest of your festival.
I feel like I will. This was just such a wonderful, heartwarming experience. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Anytime.
And the crowd starts to disperse. You still kind of have the kids.
I have the kids. I just realized that I actually do have 10 gold in my pocket.
Okay.
Sorry that I borrowed money from you, but oh, I didn't though. I didn't go. So never mind. Whatever.
It's 3 copper.
So I have 10 gold, and I'm gonna let the kids go, and I'm like, look, I am not going to kill you guys, but
A wave of relief.
I know.
Goes over them.
Yes. So since I am not going to kill you guys, I know that I pay better than Nerryth, and I'm gonna take out 2 gold pieces.
Moral.
Sorry. Nerryth. There's like, what's the head?
What the hell?
There's like a double man.
Mais no, I'm the best employer.
Can I get Lolly? Can you give me a perception check, by the way?
Yeah.
Keep going.
Okay. I am going to give you these gold coins. They are not for Moral, they are for you. But in return for these gold coins, I would like to know the same information that you tell Moral. Okay? If you meet me back by the spire tomorrow, I will have food for you. And if you don't, you will have stolen my money, and I will come find you. And I drop him.
They like look at each other and
Okay, that's a good deal.
And they
That's
run.
a great deal.
like as soon as you're like,
Wait, what's your... Oh.
Do you
They're
know that they're with the acting troupe?
What?
Were they with the acting troupe?
Oh, no. They're,
I mean, you were there for the whole conversation.
I didn't ask them.
Oh,
They
yeah.
ran away before I could.
Right. I just meant I what you were saying is like she privy to the whole thing, but
those are pickpocket children. I don't like that Moral is...
You don't think
Yeah.
that the troupe, like, did you get that kind of vibe from them?
Oh, no, I thought that was part of the scam, and then I got distracted by the tiny humans.
what
Alright.
Set Lolly?
14.
14. You kind of notice being in the back, and Nerryth didn't move either. People are giving him a wide berth. As soon as people kind of look to him, look to you, they start to kind of make moves to kind of... They almost, in a word, they almost go out of their way to
Avoid.
avoid you two.
So, I'm kind of noticing that people are kind of not standing near us. And I'm used to that, and I know why people are probably not standing next to me and 7 baby dragon dressed kobolds.
As they run around.
As I pick one of them up, whichever one is easier to pick up while being leashed.
Picks up all of them.
I pick up all of them.
Probably Webster.
So I pick up Webster.
He's the calmest.
How'd they
Yeah,
feel
so I
about the
pick up
performance?
Webster.
Yeah, I know.
Do you want to? I mean, you don't have to tell me, but if anybody understands being avoided more than anyone, it'd be me.
May I ask you something then?
Of course.
Do you care that they avoid you?
Yeah, 100%.
Why?
Because I'm being judged based off of what I look like, of what people know about where I come from. But clearly, that's not me. I mean, you see me standing here with 7 baby kobolds who I have
I do.
adopted. You see me with a group of
I
people.
ask you, then allow me to ask you a subcategory question.
Sure,
You are more than what you look like, yes?
absolutely.
That's your point?
Yeah.
Then why is it upon you to feel bad about it? Why is it not upon them? Why is it something that they... For they are the ones who are missing out, no? They are the ones who don't have the joy of knowing a person who would take these creatures in and treat them as you do. You don't have to be beholden to other people's whims and wishes. That is why I like my shop. I am me. If they do not appreciate that, well, they can get their goods elsewhere. And they can... and all the zombies can bite their faces off and they're gone anyway.
Now I think moral's hot. And by moral, I mean Nerryth.
Dude, we just
So what I
both
would
just
say
did
is,
the same thing, but
be bold in
backwards.
who you are. Because your friends around you, they see you. And the people that see you for what you are more important than the assholes who decide that the 15 feet of space they put between you and them is enough to protect them. Should I decide to give in to my dark urges. I don't have many, by the way.
I didn't think so.
No.
Did something.
I do love bread, though. That is
Oh.
a weakness.
Who doesn't?
What is okay?
Did something happen though here?
What do you mean?
Well, the people in this area.
No, these people. Sestead loves to examine itself as a very open and cultured city, and in many respects it is. Go to a small town. You'll start to see the cracks.
Yeah, we've been there.
Yeah. My people are colored in history. Much like your friend. And he sort of like gestures towards Philip. His people would maybe 30 years ago, 40 years ago, be subject to the same. But given time, given the right pillars in that community, you can change your mindset. But again, only for the people that matter. It looks like everything is settled down now, as he kind of makes way to get back into the group.
The street that levitated, was that magic or was there some sort of mechanism?
It was magic.
Okay. I want to ask one of the players about it.
Sure. as he's kind of like he's collecting the bag and making sure all the money kind of gets in there. Hello, friend.
Oh, sorry about my friend there. He likes to charge in a bit.
It's fine. Crowd seemed very pleased by it.
Turned it into more of a morality play, I guess.
Certainly. We'll have to remember. I think somebody was writing it down as he said it, but it was beautiful. It was very, very rousing. I think we can use it for. Well, we have something we're working on anyway. How can I help you, friend?
I was curious about the bit of magic you did to levitate this chunk of street.
Yes.
Bit of a practitioner myself, and I was curious if you could give me any information about that.
Oh, well, he kind of like takes off his armband, and you see a lodestone, like a flat, kind of smaller, like circular lodestone in the inside. It's like, well, we take these, and it's from the coloration and everything, you can kind of tell that it's a transmutation. It's like, and with this we levitate the materials around, and of course, as we set it back down, we give a nice, I guess you would call it a re-cement,
right,
to fill in the cracks and everything. Been to one or two cities where they didn't take kindly to the after effects, so we had to learn a way around that.
Sure. Mind if I take a look at it for 30 seconds?
He kind of holds the armband and, sorry, friend.
Trade secret, I understand.
More so, I ain't a fool, and
I could give you collateral while I look at it. I'm just interested.
Go ahead and roll with persuasion check.
15.
15. Okay. Yeah, he kind of looks at you. Can't say I'm not curious about that hammer you're holding.
All right.
Hands it over.
And
Looks at it.
check it out. I'm just gonna like look at the like the like setting and all that sort of thing. See what I can
Sure.
pick up from it.
Yeah, again, like the facets and everything, all the runes, it does really provoke the language of like movement.
Okay.
It's a lot of just. It seems broader than you've read of some spells that were like specifically like I can move this object here to here. This seems to be on a larger scale because more times than not, the magic you've seen of levitation is very limited to size as mass, and this was moving an entire like 20-foot long strip of street. So this one seems to be an advanced version of that. And he kind of describes a little bit about it. He's like, yeah, it's something that as we refined it, we had to make sure that the speed was enough that it wouldn't hurt anyone if something was to go wrong.
Right.
It never goes beyond about 7 feet in the air as well. Just like some other like small parameters to it, just the idea that like, yeah, the rate at which it levitates, the amount of mass it can alter at one time, and then on top of that, like, it has like a ward on top of that within the writing of like what amounts to like a feather fall effect. So if it does cut out the magic, it'll reduce at the same rate, so it won't just like crash into the ground.
Right.
So like you basically get the sense that like it would take a lot for this thing to not function, and he's like, it's taken a few years to get right, but I think we finally situated it in the right place.
Yeah. Looks like good work. I appreciate you showing me.
Not a problem. This is he kind of like is like messing with like the butterfly hammer. He's like, it's useful.
Yeah. Very.
He's like, it looks dwarf made?
No. Originally the hammer was, but most of the modifications were my own.
Oh. Do you do commissions?
Haven't yet, but I certainly could. give him my business card. I don't have a business card.
You basically
Take the rock.
I
Take the
roll
rock.
to
Have
see
it
if I
on
just
the
have
map.
a business card in my
I'll
backpack.
pull out the rock, Magic Tinker, Liam Hammerfist.
Well, I would love. Yeah, we gotta get you like thin sheets
Yeah.
of
just
of
like
See if there's a
slate
business
metal
card in my
or something
backpack.
like that that
Excuse
you
me
like
while
that you can, and then it just does
Yeah.
this little projection of your name.
Or he,
That's
or he,
amazing.
or he can just hand out
103,
business
right? Or is that
rocks.
300?
Business rock.
Sure, I like the idea that like I feel like Liam would be
My
a little
car.
OCD about it.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, no, he's gotta look pretty.
Yeah, now that he's had the idea, he's going to hone it to perfection.
Yeah.
One
And
of-
he holds. Wow. Very interesting.
We'll start.
Thank you very much.
I'll start like tugging on him, like, come on, we gotta go do the hang 10 thing.
Right. Pleasure to meet you.
Gotta go do the hang 10.
All right. You guys have a good festival, all right? I hope things get better.
Oh, we're great friends now. Yeah, our
Glad
friendship
to
has
hear it.
been restored.
Glad to hear it. All right, let's go.
And that's where we end.
All of you in tow, moving towards Hang 10. Hang 10 is on. It's actually closer to Small Town, so it's on the eastern side of town. So it's a bit of a walk. Along the way, you guys do see some like carnival confections and things. Like there seems to be like a festival wine, festival ale. They don't really have like names outside of that. Like but it seems like specialty drinks and foods.
Cool.
Are we
Along
at
the
Hang
way, yeah, I was about to say. Along the way, you also see like a table, and you start to hear the smatterings of the orcish drinking game. You start to hear just like as you're passing by, like you kind of like see down the alley that it's seated at, and it's just like this 2-person table, and they're looking at each other, and there's one who has like a stack of like 8 drinks, and the other one has a stack of 9, and the other guy is trying to like. He drinks, and he sits down.
Clunk.
He falls over to the ground. But yeah, as you guys are going towards Hang 10, you guys do see the.
This is a funny game. I like that game.
Do you want to do that one?
Oh, I can't drink very well though. I already
also,
had
none
2.
of us
and
really
I'm-
have long hair.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
the
that's for
the
the
tug of
dwarves.
war one. This one's doesn't involve that.
Oh, I
This one's dead
got them
drunk.
all.
You just drink and
confused.
insult each other.
Yeah, the drinking I could do. Not one for coming up with insults very quick. So
I feel like there's one person in this party who could do really well.
Why are you all looking at me? How rude!
So you guys
You
get to.
devastate people in regular conversation. Like, give me an animal,
You don't even have to try to insult him. You just like
make
you can just make observations, and it would just come out like.
and just like.
I feel like with the pressure of it, I'd
were you
fail. I'd be
born
like,
with your
your
eyes that
mother
close
is nice.
together?
You guys are dumb.
You guys are
Yeah.
stupid. That's how I'd insult
I'm,
you.
I'm really impressed with how well you've done for yourself when you came out looking like that. All
So
right.
you guys get to Hang 10. Is what
Hang
I'm saying.
10.
You
Oh,
guys move
away,
forward.
Hang 10.
All right, I will.
Seriously victimized.
I'll read some of the rules here. Okay. So this is a team. So one of the little gnomes like steps forward. Welcome to the fantastical game of Hang 10.
Happy to be here, brethren.
Hey.
He's
Now,
a very tall gnome.
This is a team competition for a maximum of 7, but we need at least 5 players. The object of the game is to get all but 2 members of your team hanging from suspended bars of varying heights. How do we get our teammates hanging from these bars, you may ask? Well, you throw them at them, of course.
Throw the bars at them?
You
Oh,
throw
brothers.
I can't tell if that was you. Was that you as Chelsea or you as me?
Also, I said 2 people. You have to have one person. It's basically you have to throw all but one person. Sorry. I said
but
two. I
one.
miswrote 2, and it should have been.
That was definitely Chelsea.
So, each one of you contested. So this is game speak, okay? But each player gets a die. You have a D12, a D10, a D8, a D6, and D4 for any remaining players. So, the bars hang 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 feet above the ground. So one player is throwing, or two people at least are throwing, and that person that's being thrown by the rest of the team who all roll their die. Sorry, I have to reread this. One player must be thrown at a bar of the team's choosing by the rest of the team who all roll their die and add their strength modifier. If the total result is greater or equal to 2 times the bar's height plus the thrown player's base weight halved. Jesus. This is much more complicated now that I look at it. This is like drunk me and Kelsey making a game. So it's like, oh wow, we made this way more complicated than we needed to. The thrown player grabs onto the bar. Each attempt to throw a player up to a bar counts as 1 turn. Players who are hanging onto bars must make an athletics check every turn to keep holding on to it. The DC starts at 8. It increases by 1 for every turn after that.
No, I pass. Thank you, though.
If you fail twice, you drop from the bar and fall back down to the ground. And a team that manages to have 5 players, or all but 2 for smaller teams, simultaneously hanging from the bars for 5 consecutive turns wins. The number of turns you have to complete the challenge is twice the number of players you have. So if 5 of you go up, you have to hang 10. Yeah.
You have to have all 5 people up within 10
Well,
rounds.
within 10 rounds.
Okay.
I think we could.
There's a lot of stuff there, but like that's what I mean is like
We'll do
basically
go back through as we
and
go
the whole thing of like each player gets a die. You. Sorry, I'm trying to remember why we made that. So each member of the team gets that die. So when you're throwing a team member, that's the die you use instead of a D20. So somebody gets a D12, somebody gets a D10. Obviously, like you guys being the strongest in the party, you'll be getting the D12, you'll be getting the D10, and then who has the next highest strength? You have 10, right?
I have 10.
All right, and you have a 10 strength, but I guess you're not
12.
playing. You have 12. You have 10. All right, so
Can we throw Panther?
What does Nerryth have?
Yeah. Is Nerryth gonna play? Please tell me Nerryth.
it depends. If the 5 of you are gonna play, he doesn't have to.
Nope.
Panther's
She
stronger than
won't
me.
play.
Yeah, she won't.
She
play.
won't. Okay,
She's
so
got
yeah,
kids.
Nerryth does.
Yay!
And he has a 12. So you
I'll
get
hold
the
the stuff.
D12. Christopher, you're getting the D10, Miles. He's getting the D8. And one of you gets the D6 and the other one gets a D4. Choose.
I call D6.
Oh, okay. I don't know what the difference is. Wait, but really, can we throw Panther? Because he's stronger than me.
No, he has no potential
I can't be a
to
monkey.
grab onto the bars.
Teeth.
Have
No.
you seen cats?
No, he is not allowed.
Starring Taylor Swift.
I'll hold
And
on.
I can't be a monkey.
Ew.
So, whoever is being thrown first,
So what do they have that die for?
Yeah, I don't know.
that's the die that you roll if you're going to help throw somebody.
Okay.
That's what I mean. It's like, you don't have to use it, but like that's the one you would use
Okay.
if you're
So
going to
Liam
help.
and I are the throwers.
Okay.
Got it.
Nerryth is like standing by just in case.
He'll be one of the last people to.
To go up.
Yeah. So
Now, yeah. Now consider this. You have to have all but let's say Philip up on the bars for 5 turns within these 10 turns.
Actually, let's throw Nerryth first.
Yeah, because he has he's stronger than me.
Throw him
and
for the
English.
middle bar. Throw him for the middle bar.
Okay.
Throw.
Again, there's the rungs at 8 feet, 9 feet, 10 feet, 11 feet, and 12 feet. So you're rolling your dice and then adding your strength to see if they even get up to the height that they need to get to the bar.
Yeah. So let's do that. Let's throw him at the middle and try to get him up there, and then we'll get Click Whistle on the highest, Nameless second highest.
Oh. If I can have me saying that, I guess, yeah, I have to.
He'd be the easiest one to get up there. Well, she's
I
the
just
easiest
don't
one to
want
get.
to fall far.
I'll be here.
You'll be up.
Wait,
You won't.
But there's
you won't
only-
be- you won't.
there's
hurt
only...
if you fall. There's like paths.
So it's
their
not.
fault.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like they're not
Wait,
trying
so
to
that-
hurt
wait, so
people.
they're-
They're just trying. Yeah, they're just trying
Oh,
to.
okay.
Wait, so
Yeah,
there
they're
are
not trying to
there are
hurt
5
people.
bars?
There are 5 bars.
We have to have people on all 5?
No, you just have to have everybody
At
but
least
one
4.
person in your team
Okay, cool.
up there.
So we don't need to use the highest bar.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, we don't
there's
need to use a
5 bars
huge one.
because of
Like-
the amount of players that you can.
Okay, so let's
Can.
let's move it down
Right.
then, and we'll only go up to the second highest bar.
Okay.
Let's do that. Cool.
So
So let's
who is being tossed first?
might as well throw Nerryth since he has a better strength.
He
So he
has
can
a
hold on
better
longer.
strength, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Whew.
10.
12.
all together.
12.
12.
Damn. Nerryth goes rocketing.
Nerryth actually breaks the bars.
Yeah, Nerryth is like.
And he's going for the middle. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Which one is he going for?
10.
11.
That's what you said,
9.
right? 10.
9.
9.
Yeah, 9.
9.
It'll
Oh
be
yeah, because you go.
9, 10, 11.
Although if we can get him
8.
higher.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, you could do 8, 9, 10. Oh, it has to be. Never mind. Yes, keep doing it.
11. Yeah, let's stick with it. 9.
I gotta be the
Okay.
highest.
9.
So 9.
Okay, great. Okay. He's kind of given in to the idea of playing anyway, so I was just kind of letting it happen. And he says, "Okay," and the thrown, and he very gracefully catches onto the bar and hurry up. That's the first turn.
Okay.
Grab Click Whistle because you have the higher die, right?
Yeah, I have 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Throw Click Whistle up.
All right. I
Throw
don't
her
think
for-
the die. The die only matters for if they're throwing, right?
If you're doing the throwing.
Yeah. So that.
Yeah, so
doesn't
we
matter.
never changed the dice.
So it
Let's
doesn't matter.
do. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
We almost
every
wrote this all.
after that, then you're doing athletics checks.
Yeah.
With a D20.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, never mind.
All right.
This was just in case, that thing was in place in case different
worth-
tactics came up where it's like, okay, we're gonna throw the strongest guy, but the strongest guy has the D12, right? So it's like that was the idea.
Okay, so
Like,
this is where
No.
guidance comes in.
Name.
Alright.
Because it's a strength.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna brush my hair and give myself a little guidance check and.
Am I still blessed? No.
no, not by
Bless
minute.
is done.
Damn it.
So I'm gonna cast guidance on myself. Really
Okay.
quick. And then you can throw me. Go ahead.
Can you give me a deception check?
Ooh, yeah. I'm not gonna get those.
I
Bless
cast
you.
bless you.
13.
Bless.
13. Okay. All right. Go ahead and make your throws.
I like that.
10 again.
8.
And which bar is she being thrown?
We're throwing her at
Above.
10. Yeah.
10. Yeah.
10.
10. Okay.
I'm gonna no. Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Go get you.
All right. He's good. As you try to you kind of do this 1,
I'm
2,
gonna eat it.
huh, and as you're going, and then you just completely miss the bar and drop to the ground.
I'm fine, guys. Thank you. I have a complex already. Let's go again.
Wait a second.
What?
Okay, no, we're good. I got an idea. Alright.
Okay,
Yeah.
alright.
Let's throw her again. Throw her again. Let's go.
All right.
This is so much fun.
12.
15.
Oh damn!
12 and 15.
I
Okay.
exhale as they throw me.
You're
Oh, wow,
able.
she weighs so much
You're
less.
able to.
Huh.
You're able to get onto the bar as it's like a perfect throw, but as your feet come down, you kind of accidentally kick Nerith's hands, and he just and he
Oh.
falls to the ground. He did not make his athletics check to keep holding on.
Sorry.
Throw him
about
again!
that.
All right. Sorry, Nerryth.
It's okay. So who's getting thrown?
Nerryth.
Nerryth.
15.
12.
Damn.
Okay, that
Same-
is
same
yeah.
bar.
That's a 9.
Oh, do I have to?
Yeah.
Yeah, can I
plus
get an
3.
athletics
Oh.
check?
Yeah.
I was like, because I just assumed you had +6. So I was
Alright.
like, that's a,
That is enough to get him
No.
back onto the bar.
I'm gonna do
A little
that.
less for wear.
Yeah, it's just a straight check, not a saving throw check. Oh, no, it
13.
wouldn't matter.
13. You do indeed continue to hold on to the bar.
Throw the bird.
Guys, suck it.
Right.
I think I said DC 8,
Yeah, it starts at 8 and then goes up every round.
right? Okay.
Yeah, so next is
I just wanted to make sure that it was,
Here we go.
11.
And you're throwing click whistle?
Yeah.
Yeah, 5,
And which one is she going to?
11.
11.
So there's something about her wings that just kind of like.
It tickles.
And then you don't even make it close to the bar.
Throw her again.
Okay.
we got
Can
another
I have?
one.
Hold on,
Checks.
hold on.
You gotta do six, yeah,
I have to have
6.
one
21.
more. Yeah, one more check from you.
21.
21.
Damn.
One for
I'm
Nerryth.
really athletic.
Huh.
Should
I
join a
have
soccer
zero
team or something.
athletics. I'm all acrobatics.
It's an 8 for him.
I'm trying to.
It's an 8 because it's his first round. Oh, sorry.
Right. I'm trying to remember. I said he had a 12 strength, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. You see him like, oh wait, my hands are sweaty.
Knees
Like
weak,
he's-
arms spaghetti.
I'm
Like
gonna
it-
blow on his hands with my
Knees
mouth.
weak, said lolly spaghetti.
Okay, I don't know where else you're gonna blow.
Is there
Desert
But I'm gonna blow
spaghetti.
his hands with my mouth to try and get them to not be sweaty.
Okay.
advantage?
So
No.
you're going to
Yeah.
Throwing the bird again.
throw
Throw
a
the
bird,
Throw the bird.
flipping the bird.
Flipping the bird.
11.
7.
Can you maybe throw her the lower
And that's
one?
on the 11th rung, you said?
Yeah.
He has to throw
No,
me
and
by himself.
yet again, you're getting close to these bars these times.
Yeah, but
no,
like this. in there.
Can she flap?
no.
No, I can't
Alright,
flap it.
alright.
Cheeky.
I need another check from
Oh
Nameless.
my
and from
god.
Nerryth.
How am I rolling so bad all of a sudden?
15 for me.
I'm just amazed at being able to keep
Wow.
the 5.
9. Did you get 9 exactly?
Yeah. It's like he's continuing to just barely hold on this time. He's like he's not a unbuilt person, but it just seems like
Throw her again.
yeah,
How
it's,
many-
it's hard to hold your own body weight.
13.
Whoa,
15.
there it is.
all right. So yeah, at this
float.
when you get up, chika!
Is it possible for Philip to make this with me?
What do you mean?
For Philip has to throw me for this. Can I help him at all by like kicking off?
Here's my question.
Oh,
Is it
do I have
possible
to
for
do,
Philip-
I have to do the
This bar is 8
roll.
feet up.
Mhm.
I'm like 6 feet tall.
Mhm.
Can I just jump and grab it?
Oh my-
No, you have to be thrown.
So
I'm
technically, if
throwing
you
it.
do like the,
Yeah.
Do I
if
have
you
to
do like a
roll?
saddle
Yes.
step, that's technically throwing him.
12.
Oh right, I have to do with things.
No, I don't know.
That is which
No, we just got
that
one next
is
No,
to
because
Del
they're
just
Shua.
enough.
the exact same.
Nameless, you're starting to feel like your grip is like, ooh, okay,
One more
we're getting somewhere. But Nerryth at this point is kind of like relieved himself
Yeah.
and able to do it.
Nerryth, please, we're in public.
So who's being thrown?
Huh?
Who's being thrown? This
Use
is
the
a
higher
special case.
die.
Once
Use
you
the
get to the
throw me.
last person, it's a little bit different.
Okay, yeah.
think that
Throw me because you have the higher
I'm throwing
die.
you. I'm throwing you.
All right,
Just get him over to 8 and just.
you get your because of it. It's like it's all on you. You're getting your strength 1.5 times.
Okay,
Your strength modifier.
cool.
Oh no.
I rolled a 1, so it's 7.
Can I get can I get another ability check from Nameless and Click Whistle?
11.
14.
No, Nerryth just got another natural 1.
Uh,
So Nerryth and Nameless both drop as Click Whistle hangs on to the top.
How many rounds has it been?
Technically, this is 8.
oh my god.
We lose.
No.
We
8,
have
9,
2
10.
rounds left. Oh, this is the 8th round?
This is the
9,
8th
10.
round.
Okay, so yeah, if we nail all 3 of these, we can do it.
Okay,
Alright, Bird.
throw Nerith.
Oh, Nerryth. Okay.
Yeah.
Just saying, I'm a little bit more athletic than Nerryth. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah, but you're still there. Let's go.
I'm not, I just
Oh, you're
fell.
13.
Alright.
What'd you get?
6.
Altogether?
6.
6? So
6. I've been rolling like 1s and 2s for.
Do you want a different die?
He's
Like-
going to the 9th.
He's going to the night.
It's just enough.
Okay.
It just barely gets up
Throw me
there.
now.
Alright, throw the elf.
Click Whistle, can I get a...
Oh right. I have to beat a 10, 9, something.
At this point?
Yeah.
10.
It's a 4.
drops to the ground.
Ow!
We can no longer.
Again, it's an athletics
Succeed.
check, guys. Don't forget if you have athletics.
I
you
have
a skill.
0 athletics.
Just
I
saying.
thought I was trying to say
acrobatics.
I could go sooner.
Just making
next
sure.
time.
That was all.
Okay.
I think
Yeah, there's no way for us to do it then, right?
Yeah, we lose.
Ugh,
2 rounds.
Unfortunately,
3 people. So
fuck.
Why is it still strength instead of dexterity? This is bullshit.
I know, dude. If it was Dex, ugh.
Why do you think it's strength, not dexterity?
It's like acrobatics.
It's not acrobatics. You're not doing
is for
spins on
them.
the bars.
No, it's athletics. If it was acrobatics, I wouldn't have fallen.
yeah,
It was
it's not,
acrobatics
it's not
is
bar
balancing.
stunts. Yeah.
If it was
And
acrobatics, I
tumbling.
probably would have actually
Athletics
played
is
the game.
climbing and jumping.
Who
Should
knew?
just be dex.
All right, a valiant
No.
effort.
Oh, wonderful try, everyone. Maybe come back in a few hours and you'll have different luck.
Fine.
Aw, we'll get you a prize, buddy.
You already
He just
won
wants another
something.
patch. He wants to get his
I'm just gonna have like a.
commemorative
Oh, Girl
like,
Scout
Girl Scout
badge.
badge.
Oh,
And I got
want
this
that for
patch
you.
for
hitting
when
a
I threw
rock.
my friends up in
Nerryth
here.
kind of like dusts his hands off. If I could be released from doing that next time, I'd appreciate it.
No worries. I appreciate you helping us out.
Well, you'd have to watch some kids.
I
I
don't
would
think we're
much rather
still
do
talking.
that. Be much happier to do that.
Yes,
Aw,
but
they're
that's assuming I
like
would
kids.
leave them. So.
I don't think we did. I don't think we're gonna get
I'm not a legit.
said lolly away.
How light are the kobolds though?
Not gonna happen.
I want it to. I have already suggested this,
If you suggest that one more time.
dude. It's
One more
so
time.
good. We would get a patch.
Are any of them named Ringling or anything? Like
No.
No.
Ringling.
Ringling or Bardom or?
And with that,
And,
I walk away with kids.
Okay.
To
Barnum,
go find a
Bailey.
snack.
Is there any of the other
Circus.
things that you guys were interested in? Is there anything else that you guys wanted to do
Yeah.
while at the festival? I'm kind of opening up to like the idea that like this is gonna go on all night, so we can even just kind of say these are the things that I would be trying to do for the rest of the night if there's not anything specific that you guys wanted to try.
Is there a like fortune telling booth?
Yeah.
Let's find out.
Oh my god, that's a good idea.
That's a yes.
Yes.
Yes. Oh my god, that's great.
Yeah.
The fates have decided.
It's an 88, so
Yeah.
So yes, there is.
I would like to go to the fortune teller.
I want to get my fortune
sweet,
tool.
sweet. Who else is gonna go with her?
I'll go.
Well, if everybody's going, then
That's also just Bridget. Like,
I know, I
just
wanna
thrilled about
go.
that. Like, oh shit, I never thought about a tarot.
I mean,
actually wait.
Do either of you guys want to do something else? Is all maybe.
Nerryth, do you want to just walk around the festival for a little bit? Leave the rest of the group to their thing.
Well, sure. It would be 5 minutes.
Alright, I want to check out some of the lights. Just take a moment without any excitement.
Just leave Philip.
Oh, Philip, why don't you come with us?
Do you want to find out your future, Philip?
Decidedly not. No.
Is that scary?
Check back later.
She pulls out a magic 8-ball.
I pulled that out of my
They're from the
backpack.
desert. They're
Like
from the
paper.
desert.
A desert 8-ball? It's all just filled with sand.
Let's
and
find
stuff.
I need a
Liquid.
choice. I need a choice, you guys.
Could be a
I know what
16
you three are doing. I know what you're doing. I need a choice from Philip. Sorry. It's more of what I mean.
Harold nods, so he's like, I don't know how I feel about the whole fortune telling thing. It seems a little,
Sacrilegious.
seems a little yeah. It feels a little Sacramento. I'm just gonna, yeah, I'll just hang out with, what?
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 No,
I think that
Are you
there's
okay?
a shiny thing over by the booth.
they have like shiny.
I offer Nerryth a
What
drink.
kind of,
As you guys walk away, he
What
kind
kinda-
of
Come with and find out.
what kind of
The
shiny
alchemy
thing?
flask.
Come with us.
It's a
And-
crystal
and,
shiny thing. Have you ever seen
takes
a
a swig.
crystal shiny thing?
What's a crystal shiny
It's
thing?
shaped
Oh my
phallically.
god, I cannot wait to show you the crystal shiny
you're like
thing.
What's
thing.
phallically?
Come find out.
Next time.
I remember when that happened to me at a
Natural.
festival.
Oh boy.
Right.
Ugh. It got so dark. It got so dark so
Because
quickly.
you worked at a
For some
brothel,
reason, the
basically.
sentence that popped in my head was Harry Potter and the Carney's phallus.
Oh no! No.
That's the 8th book I've been dying for.
Well, you're in
Move
luck.
over, cursed child.
I've been playing the guitar, so my hands are phallus.
These great phalluses.
That's a logical phallus.
Can we? Dick jokes.
That's my stage name.
Dick jokes.
It's me, Dick Jokes.
I'm here all week.
So
about airplane
you
food?
are you going with them?
Talk about stand-up comedy.
Oh, that's good though.
I guess yeah. Well, they're walking away. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I just completely missed that as they walk away. So just like they distract me long enough. So they
Okay.
go away,
Yeah.
like,
They've gone again. Just
We're
so
really
you
good
know.
wingmen.
Yeah. Don't forget. There's like
really
there's,
are.
there's joust. There's
There is a joust. Yeah.
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 If you'd be interested in that.
I'm a vet.
So
everywhere.
moving towards the fortune teller, you kind of ask around a little bit, and you know they say, yeah, some lady set up shop on near the docks.
Spooky. Let's go.
I love it.
Yeah.
Of course, the fortune teller is near the docks. All the good shit happens near the docks.
That's
like
the
a-
last time there was a fire
There
there.
was
There's a tent out there, and so as
Philip, you're not going to have to go into the water this time.
I thought you were going to the joust.
Should he be
Where's
going
the
somewhere
joust?
by himself?
Where's the joust?
south
So
side,
you
closer
can-
to the
South side.
farms.
Oh no, I literally thought that's what you were doing though.
Philip and Philip, the greatest adventure.
I guess I'll-
Philip with Philip.
it's just repeated images of him going like,
Wait, it's a joust?
Yeah.
No.
Do they provide the steed?
You're not in.
one of the people
Private
that
flight,
Nerryth is
yeah.
like, generally speaking, you have to bring your own.
The ultimate.
Bamf him! Bamf him! Bamf him!
And Flanagan's there. Why, hello, Master Philip.
We're gonna win a prize.
You and I can do
It's
anything
so
if we.
competitive.
This guy.
Cut it.
You and I
What
can
if
do
I-
anything if we
And
shot
that's
together.
He's gonna jump on his back and
We ride.
ride stuff.
Through the crowded
See you on the
streets of
joust.
I don't
Sestead.
knocking over old
Just the
women
elk.
and children.
Somebody like,
just
ah, Jesus!
Just this elk and a half orc covered in flowers. Like,
You have some left over. If you
Flowers?
want. Yeah.
So as we're riding, I'm just like stringing them up around his antlers.
Oh,
Yes,
yay.
So you guys, we'll cover you guys first. I guess the fortune teller.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You see him ride off.
We'll see you at
Into
the
the south.
joust. Bye.
I didn't know he
The
was
booth
that
itself
competitive.
is
neither.
Prizes are
is
important
very
for him.
simple. It's kind of this like magenta-esque color that you can kind of like as the prismatic spectrums or the light show is happening. You can still kind of tell the colors of things, and it seems to be like at a base like a magenta. It's got its flaps closed, but it does have like it reads out. Her name is
So I can
Her name is what?
thing
her name is Famor.
from the
Oh.
And it was flicka flicka.
Slim
Little
Shady.
Famor.
From war.
Famor. Famor.
From war.
That's for more, right?
Ooh-doo-doo-doo.
All right.
God, the Italians are gonna hate us.
Let's go in.
The Italians in the Jewish community.
When she looks in a sphere and confirms all your fears, that's famore.
The Jews are pretty
That
happy with the
was
representation.
Sorry,
Well
I spiked
done.
Okay.
Work
Don't
it.
worry, I'm playing a Jewish
there-
lesbian character.
Yeah.
Like,
Jewish
Is there
lesbians.
like a
Who would have thought?
bell or something to like make
It's
sure
just
no one's
a
in there?
it's just a
In
tent, right? So it's like
shows?
it's one of those things where you can like walk in through the flap kind of a
Oh
thing.
yeah, but there's like no one in there. How do I know?
No, I'm saying if you don't the
Oh,
flaps are
she's talking about
closed.
a customer.
And I want to make sure there's no customer in there, like getting their fortune told.
Uh,
Actually, you know what? Nameless wouldn't.
You don't
care.
hear.
She's
You don't.
just
I was
go
gonna say
in.
you also just don't hear anything happening
Also, Nameless
inside.
wouldn't care, so
Right.
she just. Woo.
I follow.
There is no one
I go in.
being talked to, but she does sit in front of a table.
I want to know my fortune. Future. Tell her. Please tell me what's happening for me in the future.
Oh God!
She's and she has these these beautiful sort of like emerald earrings. Her hair is done in a very
I want them.
I guess a bun. I gotta
Yes, a bun.
I'm saying like I should know better hairstyles.
Which is great. I just
A
guessed.
pompadour.
But yeah, she has
Perfect.
very like it's like a high collared dress like gown on, and it's
Very Victorian.
it's a similar color to the tent.
Oh, is it one of those? Is it one of those like big tall buns where they like make pillars along the side and shit?
I don't want to know.
I have never
yeah.
seen that hairstyle.
Where they like work some architecture.
I
into it?
want to skip over that.
There's
I
there's
delete.
a boat.
But the prismatic colors from outside don't happen in here.
Ah.
It seems like it's whatever is outside. She says, "Please sit. Your friends. I wish I had more chairs."
No, that's fine.
We're good.
Are you guys okay if I do this really quickly? Just that.
All the
Yeah.
all the little kobolds are like,
Oh God! I
Don't
forgot we had
just
kobolds.
Cram your tent with kobolds.
Don't
like-
touch
Am I
anything.
about to be shaken down?
I know.
What's going on?
No. Hawking, especially you.
he's already in something.
Get out. Sit down.
He's wearing a veil.
Go sit. Thank you.
He's, like, wearing her
Thank
earrings.
you.
Yeah, I know.
He's taking her earrings
Do
off.
you have anything
Oh
in
my
your
God.
hand?
Oh, he's putting it in his pocket.
Take it out. Put it back. Thank you. I'm so sorry for that. Yeah, you can go.
I will sit in the chair.
Such a good mom.
What is your question?
I would like to know if I'm gonna find something that I'm searching for.
She reaches down, takes out.
Can you just pull like an actual tarot card right now?
Dude, they're right there. Dude, do the major arcana.
Well, I mean,
Only give him the good ones.
Only give them the good ones.
Well, no,
Only
it's
give them
just-
the ones that say
with the
yes.
pictures. Yeah.
No, it's just we don't have to do like actual ones because I feel like that would I'd have to know them better.
Right, that's fair.
Well, just look them up.
I'm just expediency's sake is more
Yeah.
my.
Yeah.
But she does sort of through her reading, she takes out 3 cards.
Oh, it's the 2 of dungeons, and the 5 of dragons,
Bastards.
and the 6 of and.
And 6 of
The 6 of
ampersand.
ampersand. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
Boom.
6 of
The
ampersand.
5th of ampersand.
Yeah.
The 5th of E.
The first card she draws, she says, "What you are searching for seems to be lost itself. And with the second card she draws, she says, and what it seems like is maybe more than finding it. You desire the solace that it will bring you more than making sure it's found. It seems more personal. And in this, more worth your time. If you've had any stress about it lately, I'm sensing that, then that surely would be the cause." And with the third card, she places it down. What I'm feeling here, what I'm reading here, is the idea that you can find it. Whether or not you will is certainly up to things that are sometimes out of our control. However, I'd imagine that you'd find it in a place that you seem to have already been. And as she holds up the card, she like, does this place look familiar to you? And as she like moves her hand over it, it's like a forest glade with a bloody handprint on a tree.
Yeah.
Perhaps direct your searches there.
She's legit.
I kind of want.
She's legit?
No, I
How much for that?
Gold.
Here's 2.
She takes it, places it. Now,
Thanks.
either of you curious?
Yeah.
I'm really
Kinda.
curious. Yeah. Do you want to go next or you want me to?
I don't even know what to ask.
I'll come up with some thoughts on what each card's designs are.
For our art.
Yeah, for you guys. Like for you guys, I'll send a, you know.
For our art.
Who first?
Okay. Me, I guess. I would like to know if I will ever find a place in this new strange land. I don't know.
Just like with the teeth to your speech.
I know, it's like totally weird.
It kind of actually makes it. I'm not saying your voice is bad before. I'm like,
It sort of
I
makes
just
it a
like the
little
i-
bit more
I
like
just-
animalistic and strange
I just
sounding.
like
Yeah.
the idea of all of the
it's not a
Aarakocra, like
perfect.
having a lisp.
Yeah, it's like it's not a perfect recreation of human speech. So it's like I like that.
Maybe I'll just wear vampire teeth.
She
now.
on the first draw. It's a little muddy because it seems as though maybe your place hasn't even been established yet. I'm getting a reading of more instability. She pulls the second one. And not an instability with the place, but within the self. And that has to be rectified before the former can come to fruition.
Do you see what this muddiness means? Am I allowed to ask extra questions? This is my first time. Is it extra gold to ask extra questions?
It could be.
I'm risking it.
Let's finish the reading.
Alright, that's fair. That's very fair. I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
And with that, she places the third one down. Slightly clearer. The muddiness revolves around how you were here in the first place. But this, and the second says, not only is it the place you exist in, but yourself is in question. But the last places us into a place of, oof, that was a bad sentence, places us into an area of consideration. At the end of the day, perhaps ask yourself, what is home? And what is that feeling? Have you ever felt it before? Have you ever even expressed it inside yourself? I'm seeing a lot of confusion. And the solution is waiting somewhere, or with someone, or in something. Some action, some activity, some directive. You seem lost.
Do I get the shiny image of where I should look for myself?
She picks up a third card,
Panther style.
and you see a mirror of you.
All right. I
I
mean,
was hoping
it's a
for,
cool
actually.
trick, but asked and answered.
Some of these things I can't help guide. I'm sorry.
That's fair. The good reading. I put my gold down.
3 gold.
3 gold for me. 2.
You asked an extra question.
I didn't get. I got the mirror.
You got an answer.
Fine, only because I'm scared they're going to curse me. So 3 gold it is.
That's a healthy fear.
I don't fuck with this wizard shit, you understand? I'm more of a sort of knives and stabbing sort of move.
Now you. Would you still like it?
I would, but honestly, I have nothing to ask. I don't know what I'm looking for.
That's what you ask.
Careful, don't ask too many questions.
She just wants your money, man.
The fee keeps going up.
I don't force anyone to do anything.
That's just another way of trying to of her trying to get you to.
Are you there?
In
The
her-
janitor,
in her-
what?
I go
This
back
is
to
a
the
huge
mirror.
janitor.
In her head, she hears.
Will
Philip.
you watch them for a
The
second?
kids, yeah.
Yeah. Thanks. I don't know what I'm looking for, and I don't know what path we're on, but we are about to do something extremely dangerous. Again. And I just want to know if we're gonna be okay.
That's a very good question.
The insecurity, the unsure nature of where you're at, it certainly weighs a lot on you, and it weighs a lot on your decisions, maybe perhaps even your group's decisions, whoever you're speaking of. You certainly are knowledgeable of the danger, and I think that that is what's creating this confusion, this inability to be confident in the actions. Seems that you may have learned something that continues to make it more and more troubled. Perhaps something was said to you that you would feel is out of turn, but this is the next one. Through this, we see that by completing the action you're talking about, it doesn't seem like your questions will be answered. Whatever completion to the task that you are holding in your head right now could potentially ruin any chance of getting to the answer to a question that you don't even know that you're asking. So look back. Think about what was said. all seem to have a lot of self-direction, self-realignment, which is funny. Maybe that's what brings you all together. Maybe that's part of the fear that we see here first. The trepidation of being with people that allow you to explore those parts. But explore those parts. Think about those things. Remember. Pick it apart. Do whatever you can, because through that, through the re-examination, through innovation, if you change the way that you think about this problem, you are sure to find an answer. A better answer than if you continue to do the thing that you're thinking of.
Thank you.
Now, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your festival.
How much do I owe you?
2.
But she charged you 1.
I'm a believer.
No, she charged her 2.
No, I
No.
paid 2. You charged me 1.
She dipped you.
Oh, that's right.
You charged her 1, and me 3, and her 2.
I didn't ask an extra question.
I know, but like, you know.
We just have not that you don't. We just have really nice faces.
I don't think I have a very
She just
nice
kind of
face.
looks at you and it's like,
That's the bird tax. Just jumps. Oh no.
I was gonna try to steal her.
Oh no.
I'm not gonna do it.
Just from like right in front of her.
Yeah, I was just gonna be like, I was gonna try to take it, but I won't. It's an even.
okay.
Maybe yours is like more complicated because it's like a self thing.
Maybe, I don't know. I mean,
As you guys leave the tent
Yeah.
and have this discussion.
It's just right in front of her.
I think she might have been a little racist over the time with me.
I'm a snake.
Alright then. Maybe not.
She
then.
still charged you more than she charged an aimless man.
Yeah.
Versus the
Yeah,
best.
but we found out God messed up, so it's okay.
We found out God messed up.
To the joust.
I don't know if I believe in fortune telling.
Oh, let's just go to the joust. Let's go watch.
Yeah, go the joust.
Yeah, let's go
Philip.
to joust.
Just real quick, you and Nerryth. Nerryth is kind of heading back to his shop. He's sort of slightly festivaled out, but he figures that the time it would take to get back over there is about the rest of the time that he would want to be out anyway.
Cool. Just walk, look at lights.
Cool. Just letting you have that opportunity. Jousting! You race to the south side. If you wanted to wait for them to get to you, it wouldn't be much longer. Or do you want to go as you like a straight away as you get there?
I'd probably be trying to figure out information.
Okay.
Like immediately.
What are you trying to figure out?
How it works.
Essentially, it's just it's about it's jousting, right? It's not the full amount of jousting that used to happen, right? They're not like trying to kill each other. You're just trying to knock the opponent off the horse. There are some extra methods you can do. It would basically be it's 3 passes.
Cool. I mean, yeah.
It's not a tournament either. It's just kind of like based on.
I'm into it. I'd probably have to wait a while just to get in. I imagine.
Sure.
Matches probably.
By the time you actually are able to go and get in, they would be there by then.
Cool.
So, these are some extra jousting rules here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of make this a little bit quick and fast. There's
thing we just want to do next time.
well, we certainly could if we wanted to open with that.
I think
That's a
I
good
think it's a
place.
nice, exciting, blood boiling way to
Blood
start an
sport.
Then you know what?
Yeah.
We're gonna call it here. We're gonna see you next time, maybe with less costumes, maybe not for some people, but
episode. Depends on how hard it is to.
depending on
get out
that,
of
yeah, we got to get this food in us. We got to get going. But thanks so much for joining us for this really funny episode.
Spooky.
Thanks a lot.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Be safe out there.
Treat well.
Trick or treat well.